What's up, y'all? I'll wait for a few people to come on in here. What's going on, Chris? Chris Everett, Indiana Chris. How's it going, y'all? Thanks for coming in. I'm gonna wait for a few people to get on in here. Tonight, I've got a few things planned. Hey, Buck Williams, thanks for coming in. I got a few things planned, like I was saying. Can do some tackle talk, do a little bit of demonstrations how to set up for some salmon, some steelhead, and some sturgeon. I got some things lined up. I got a table set up right here in front of me with a bunch of different gear set out. Hey, what's up, 217 Rebel? How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Just going to show some different setups, things I like to fish for, and how I like to rig them up and whatnot. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. That's kind of been pounding down everybody's throat, just like the turkey, huh? Gobble, gobble, motherfuckers. Anyway, so let's see. Yeah, so we can do some tackle talk, some setups. Gonna cover like some slip bobbers, um, kind of line I like to use, what pound test, what size hooks. Um, let's see, I got a bunch of different jigs. I've tied some jigs myself in the past, and I've got some of them left, and I'll show those and some other ones that I like to use for steelhead and salmon and whatnot. I've got some rods set out here. I'll go over those, what size they are, different different reels and lines that I like to use and whatnot. Looks like we got 6 people in here so far. Still waiting on a couple others. I got Possum coming in. Should be here anytime, hopefully. Anybody wants to come up and hang out, they can. The more the merrier. I don't care. Not going to be up for too long tonight, probably. Just maybe a couple hours. Just do a quick little kind of a pop up, something like that. Anyway, let me get my camera turned around here, and I'll show you guys kind of what I'm working with. Get this turned around here. There we go. All right, so I got some jigs right here. Steelhead and salmon jigs, the jig heads. Got some pink worms. Here's some stretchy string. I'm putting on like sturgeon bait, different types of baits. You can use this stuff. It's real stretchy. You can wrap it around your baits to get it to hold on easier. This is a fairly new product here in the Northwest. Company called VIP Outdoors. They are a line lock. It's a slide sinker system with the clasp on it for your weights. But what's different about these is the underside has this. It's called a line lock. So it's got this little lock in the bottom here. Here it's to be used with a bead chain swivel, and that line lock, the hole in the bottom, this thing sits right in on top of it. There's a hole like I showed you. This, when it slides down, it'll sit on top of that eyelet and it locks in place, so it guards your knots and it keeps everything from twisting up. Real good setup. Got some different weights of line here. Got some trilene 40-pound, 3-way swivel, like a 6/0 Gamakatsu hook, octopus hook. A couple of different setups I'm going to be doing for sturgeon, steelhead. This one here is some P-line, company that I'm real familiar with. I use a lot of 10-pound fluorocarbon when the water's low and clear. I like to use that for steelhead fishing. I got some rigs that I already pre-tied. I'm going to tie a few more, show how I did it. These right here, these are called corkies. They are they're made of like a cork. They float. They're buoyant. And these particular ones, they glow in the dark. I'll show that too here in a little bit. They got little crazy little bat wing design on them. These glow in the dark. These ones glow blue. This one is green. This one here glows like a peach color. It's a piece of pencil lead. This particular setup is for drift fishing, for steelhead and or salmon. We got some bigger ones. These are the smaller guys. These are a little bit bigger ones that I like to use. They glow in the dark as well. A little bit bigger hook. Next is another P-line, 12-pound CXX, extra strong, real good, durable line. Here we got a bobber set up. Go through the whole process. Got the bobber stop. And then you go down to a bead, a little bead there. Go to your bobber, run your bobber down your line. And then I like to run a inline weight underneath the bobber. This corky I have here, I like to run that on the top. It's just kind of like an indicator. It's not necessary, but it's just something I picked up along the way, like just a little indicator thing. Sits on top of your float, and then I'll tie down to this hook here, and I'm going to use a certain kind of knot. It's called a egg loop, and it's meant to use fishing salmon eggs, cured salmon eggs. So I'll go through that, tie everything up. Other than that, the rods themselves that I'm going to be doing. So for my float fishing, I'm going to tie that onto probably my spinning rod right here. This rod here is a company called North by Northwest. I don't know if you can see that very well. It's kind of backwards. If I turn it around real quick here. North by Northwest. It's an 8'6" medium action. Line weight is 12 to 20 pound. Lure is 1/4 ounce to 5/8 ounce. I've got that on a Shimano Spyrex spinning rod with 30-pound braid. It's a 2000 series. Don't need a real big, don't need a big spool for this type of fishing, especially for steelhead. 2000 to 3000 is ideal. I have 30-pound braid. That's let's see what else. This rod over here is a well-known company. Everybody knows Berkeley. This is a signature rod. It's made by a guy from here from the Northwest. His name is Buzz Ramsey. It is a Air IM8 series. And this is a pretty badass rod, pretty stout. It's a 9-foot, extra heavy casting, 3/4 ounce to 3 ounce trilene, 20 to 65 pound line. I mainly just run braid on this, and this is a 65-pound braid, and this is on a Shimano Dakota. Badass reel, very smooth, casts real good, awesome drag, real smooth reel, love it. Gonna move on to, and for this setup for this rod, I'm gonna do a sturgeon setup for casting from the bank. No, my bad. Let's see. This one I'm going to do casting from the bank for sturgeon. This one here I'm going to do for, let's see, that was for that. No. I'm getting ahead of myself, y'all. Anyway, the bobber setup is going to be up on this rod. Okay, that's going to be for like heavy steelhead to salmon. This one's going to be my drift rod for running these corkies and whatnot. Thought I had everything all set up right, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah. Anyway, so the next rod we're going to rig up is going to be for sturgeon casting from the bank. It's another Berkeley rod, same style as the other one. This one's just a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier duty. And this one is a 10'6", extra heavy casting. Lure is 2 ounce to 8 ounce. Line is 20 to 80. Now this rod can actually, I've put 100-pound braid on this, and it'll take it. It'll take it like pretty good. It's a really stout, heavy duty rod. I use it for all kinds of different things. The reel I have on this is it's an old school reel. It's a Shimano Speedmaster 6-to-1 super high speed. And I took an old Daiwa casting reel I used to have, and I took the power crank off it and slapped it on here because the other crank on it wasn't. It was a little bit shorter, and it got bent one time. It fell down and it bent. But I got it spooled up with 30-pound mono, and that's for casting from the bank. Okay. And then the last rod is my sturgeon rod that I use from the boat. This is a Ugly Stick Shakespeare, Ugly Stick Tiger rod. Very strong rod. I know I got somebody sitting downstairs waiting to come in, but once I get done with this with this rod, I'll bring them on in. But anyway, this is a 7 foot. I can get it to focus. There we go. It's a 7 foot medium heavy action, 30 to 60-pound line. Then again, everyone that knows Ugly Sticks, this is an underrated rod. You can I have 120-pound braid on this, and I've caught my biggest sturgeon in the boat has been 12 foot. So it'll take it. And then the reel I have on here is a Penn 340 GTI. Big heavy duty reel, huge power handle on it. It's got a slow retrieve, but when you're fighting these big fish, you don't want to bring them in too fast anyway. You want to bring them up slow so that they have time to burp and get that air bubble out so they don't go belly up on you. Okay, let me bring somebody up real quick. Hang on a moment.
Man, you just keep it on solo. You talk fish.
What up?
I'm here
What
to
up?
listen. You talk
Yes,
fish, man.
sir.
I'm here to
I know,
listen.
but I had to bring you up though. It's all
Well,
good.
I mean, you still go solo.
Oh, I know. I know. Thanks everybody for coming in. Who's in here so far? Let me give a quick little shout outs. So let's see. I already went over some of the people. We got Chris Everett, Indiana Chris, Buck Williams, 217 Rebel, Emily, Snugster, Aaron. What's up, brother? Glacier Shark. What's up, buddy? Wendy's up in here. Who else we got? Jason Ghost Hunter. What's up, dude? Thanks for coming in. Polar Bear. Chad. What's up, man?
Yeah, boy.
John Wiggs. What up, brother? Thanks, everybody, for coming in. I think I'm at the bottom now. Cool. All right.
Yeah, Winder.
So,
It's possible.
Wanders.
So I'm with my
Uh,
brother. Now, come on now.
turn this around. So I got to use something kind of funky to set my phone up. So I don't have a tripod or anything yet for rigging things up and being able to show what I'm doing here. So I'm going to try. Hopefully it's going to pick up everything. Now, Brandon, you're going to have to be kind of my eyes, my ears for a
Hey, I
second.
will. I sure will. I hope for you, bud.
Okay, let me move some of this
Hey,
stuff
Troy's up in
over.
here, though, on real
Who?
individual. But Troy,
Troy? What's up,
Yeah,
Troy?
real and virtual outdoors. Hell yeah.
Cool. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Appreciate it. Is that Amanda I just saw come in too?
Yeah, yeah.
Right on. Cool, cool. Thanks, everybody.
She
All right.
said, hi. Hey, she said, oh, hold on, that was Wendy. My wife said, but Brandon, what about those reindeer?
What about them reindeer?
I'm telling
they
you, I'm about to make a short on it, y'all.
they do exist. I tell you, they
They
do.
sure do, yeah.
All right. So on this first rod here, we're gonna set up. I'm gonna show how to tie up that drifting rig. And that was this one right here. So it's got a piece of pencil lead on a little snap. Took the piece of pencil lead and I took my pliers, got a little hole punch on the end of it. Punch a little hole. If you see that hole or not at the end. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Got a little snap swivel on the end of that. And this here is the 10-pound fluorocarbon.
That's your breakaway, ain't it?
No. This is my main leader.
Oh,
10-pound fluorocarbon. And down to these little floaty corkies. Down to
all
my
right.
little hook. Itty bitty little thing. So that's going to be the first setup that I tie. I've already got 2-3 of them set up just for demonstration purpose, but I'm going to go ahead and tie one up real quick, show how that's done.
Well, yeah, hell yeah, I want to learn. I don't do that fishing.
Learning's cool, man. Learning's
I
cool.
know. I want to catch a trout so bad, ain't fun. We just now
I'm gonna have
in a
to,
pond up here, but
yeah.
that's because of the conservation. But
Okay.
you
I don't,
know,
I don't think
go
you can
ahead.
really see this. Can't really see this line. It's clear, but here's the corky I'm gonna put on. It's got a hole in the center. Run it through. It's on the line. Boom. There's my hook. Now this is only a 1/0 Gamakatsu octopus hook.
Uh huh.
Well, my eyes must be getting bad. I can't.
I've heard a lot of good things about
Sir.
Gamakatsu.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. Boom. So pull a good tag in. There's about, I don't know, 6-8 inches or so line. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab the line and go down the shank of the hook, kind of right where it bends, and I'm gonna pinch it off and hold the line. I'll come back and grab the line, come back up, go under and wrap up the shank of the hook. Now, each time I go around, I'm going to use my spare finger here, and I'm going to hold it like
Yeah.
that, and I'm just going to keep twisting that line. It's just going to be a no knot snell knot basically, and just keep running. I'm going to do about 10, 12 times. Okay, get a little wet, a little saliva on there. Take the
Hey,
other
keep
hand.
the friction off. That's what I've been
Exactly. Get
doing.
it wet. So
Yeah.
friction and fishing line don't go together.
It
Don't want to
sure
burn. You don't
don't.
want to burn your stuff. Okay, I'll take my other hand, take my thumb, and pinch it off right where the last wrap is, and grab it on the other side. Let go of the bottom end, and now there's a little loop down at the very bottom. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but there's a little
Yeah,
loop.
I can. I mean,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Take the tag in, the end of that, and you're gonna go right through that hole at the bottom. If I can get it in there, boom. Okay, now it's in there.
Yeah.
See that? Y'all can
Yeah.
see that? Okay, cool.
That's good shit, boy.
All right. So then it's through there. I'm going to grab a hold of it and the hook at the same time, let go of up above, slowly start to pull till that knot butts all the way up to the eyelet there. Give it a nice little snug pull. Boom. We're good. I'm going to grab my scissors.
Hang on, I'm behind. I gotta catch you up. Hang on.
It's all right. I'm just grabbing my scissors. I'm going to cut that tag end.
Oh, I ain't gonna say all that, but yeah, it's okay now. Go ahead, sir.
All right. Don't cut
They
it all
just
the way
say
off.
talking amongst themselves.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't cut the tag end. I don't like to cut the tag end all the way off because there is going to be a little bit of uh, when you get a fish on, or if you get snagged up, the harder you pull, it's going to stretch a little bit, and it's going to pull that knot even tighter. So leave just a little nub there, less than a quarter inch, just about an eighth of an inch or so, just a little bit. Okay, and now you got your setup. Boom, you got your hook, you got your corky, and this is meant to just slide and sit on top.
Corky, ha!
It's called a
No
corky.
offense, but
Yeah, it's called a
that's
corky.
what
Kind of funny.
Ball A don't like being called. That's funny as hell,
Uh
though.
oh.
Sorry.
Uh oh. Sorry, Amanda, but that's what it is. I'm sorry. It's
Sorry,
not my
man.
fault. Don't hate me. Now, some people like to fish these things fixed, and what they'll do is they'll either take some toothpicks with them, stuff a toothpick down in the top of the hole, boom, and break it off, and that way it's fixed. Or if you ain't got a toothpick, you can do it at the river and find yourself a little twig or whatever and stuff in the hole and break it off, and then it becomes fixed. But I like to run it. I don't like to run mine fixed. I like to let mine just slide up and
Well,
down. Yeah, I like to let it. And the size of hook you use compared to the size of the cork you use is everything because this cork is meant to float. Okay, it's meant to float your hook, and if you have bait on here, it'll help keep it up off the bottom. Or if you're running like some yarn in there, it helps keep it up in the strike zone. Now these other smaller ones I have, it's the smallest. See the difference?
right.
So this is a 1/0 hook. This hook here is, I think, a 1. Yeah, it's a size 1, and this is a size 1/0. So
It
just
looks
one size.
red though. You like
Yeah,
red hooks
this is a
better than
red.
the other ones?
Yeah, so, well, it doesn't matter necessarily for your hook color. It's just what I have. I like to run either or. It doesn't really make any difference whatsoever.
I
But
just asked the question.
yeah,
Okay.
that's cool. Yeah, no problem. I like
I don't know
questions.
nothing about that fishing. I'm all about learning right now.
Yeah. Okay, so with this, I'm gonna run. Since this is a drift fishing rig, what I like to do is pull probably about 2.5 to 3 feet long. Don't want to run a real long leader. Okay, I'll pull that. And then I'll just cut it. And then if I had I'll do this just for demonstrations on how to tie this particular knot. Um, I'd go to this instead of using this bead chain swivel. I would just be using just a regular swivel.
See, I've never
But
seen
I'm just,
one.
oh yeah, these are
A
good.
bead
These
chain swivel.
bead chain swivels, and what the purpose is for these, all these spin, so it reduces your line twist on any kind of rig you use. The more the more beads and like
Yeah, it creates more line
it,
twists.
it's gonna. I mean, you don't want line twist with any kind of setup you're running, but this right here, especially for salmon fishing, you're trolling a lot of times, and you're running baits that will spin in the water like this. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
and if you don't have adequate enough uh,
What
swivels
poundage is that?
or these, it's going to twist up, and it's going to eventually twist all the way, all your line. It's going to all bunch up around either your bait, or it's going to bunch up around your swivel. So these right here are key for salmon fishing, like trolling and
What
whatnot.
poundage is it though?
This is 100 pound.
Damn, really?
Yeah, this is a hundred
Every
pound
little
swivel.
bitty thing.
Yep, that little bitty thing is 100 pound. Yep,
Whoa.
I got a package of them, and it says 100 pound right on it. So anyway,
Oh,
I'm just going to use this for demonstration purposes anyway, just to show the final product on the tying it. So I would go through the eyelet once, and I'm going to do like an overhand knot.
cold slap him. Oh, look
Okay, come back over, and then go back through that eyelet again a second time. Grab the end of the swivel, pinch both loops now. There's two
hang
loops
on. I
there.
got a question for you. I'm reading
Okay,
back. I'm
go
doing a
ahead.
bad job here.
It's okay, go ahead.
I still looking. Well, come here, babe. Help me out. Damn, I'm sorry. Damn, I see over pecking on the window. Come here, babe.
Help him out, Mander.
Yeah, help me out
Come
in the
on,
head.
Mander. Come on now. Okay, anyway, I'll go ahead and finish this one, and then you can get caught up on chat or whatever. So now I got two loops
Go ahead.
sitting here. I went through the eye of that, the end of that swivel 2 times, and I've got two little loops there now. I got a tag end, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that so that those two loops are kind of small, just enough that it's sticking out from the end of my
What
finger
the
here.
thing was called?
And I'm going to
Oh,
wrap. Hold on,
What do
I'm
you
going to wrap
what's it called?
about
The knife.
8 times.
we done.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now I'm going to take the tag end of that, and I'm going to go through both those little holes, those little loops at the end of it. Okay. I'm going to go right through it.
Big Slim's in the house.
A big slam. Okay. Now when I go through both those, I'm going to grab a hold of that tag end. I'm going to let go of the top. Same thing. Get it wet. Don't want friction. A little saliva on there. Pull them both together. Slide that down. Boom. There you go.
And I'll let him know here in just a second, Aaron. Just give me a second. No, but you done told me.
Right there.
And I'm going to cut off that tag end. Same thing. Leave about an eighth of an inch or so. Sorry if y'all can't see that. This line is like super clear. Really
What
hard to
Glacier
see.
said.
But anyway,
Hey,
that's the finished
Brandon,
product. Yes, sir.
they want to see that snail again you do with that loop on the end.
No, we
Okay.
asked what it was
Yeah.
Or
called.
what it's called, either
It
one.
buffered when you said what it was
Yes,
called.
it
We
did
didn't hear
buffer,
Okay.
they said. Glacier
Okay.
said that, and oh, damn, there's
Okay.
Gavin.
No worries. I was gonna do another one anyway. I was gonna do two
Oh,
of
I'm
those.
just letting you know, and my
Right on.
way in here hounding me. I'm sorry.
I got my
It's all good,
comfort.
buddy. It's all good.
I know
Now
I
I'm
seen it.
just gonna wrap this up and kind of
Hell no. It's cold.
go through a couple of times. This way that I can just stick it in a little Ziploc baggie. I can have a couple of rigs already tied up or something.
Right,
Okay.
that's cool shit.
All right. So here's another one I have set up that I was gonna tie up for you too. Right here. So do the same thing. Maybe I should use a different color line so that you might be able to see it better. Let me switch out line. I'm gonna actually grab some braid. It's nice and green, so should be able to see it better.
I mean, shit, man. I wear Ray-Bans, and they thick as John Parker's. I mean, I'm blind to bat. Really. Without these, man, I can't even see a road sign. What are you talking about? Thank the good Lord for people that can can do that, man.
Right?
I'd be
Okay.
blind.
All right.
And that wasn't no pun on John, y'all. Don't take that the way
Yeah,
I
don't
said it, neither.
don't
Yeah,
be
hell
don't be
no. We ain't even talking
no.
about
We ain't talking
that.
about no garbage up in here.
No.
Everyone's cool in here and keep it that way. All right. If y'all want to
Yeah.
have some drama, you can take that shit elsewhere. This ain't the place for it. We're all cool people. We want to have
Gavin
fun.
has a question. Hang on, I'm looking.
Okay. Go ahead, Gavin. What you got?
12 to 16, usually the hooks I use non-bar because they made it illegal
Yes.
for course fishing.
Yes. There are places that are uh, that you cannot use barbed hooks. So what you got to do is a little barb on the end of your hook right here.
I'm all on chat now, y'all.
Okay,
Sorry.
cool. You got to take your pliers. You got to take your
I'm
pliers and you got to
watching.
bend that little barb down, like flat, flat. There can't be if a game warden were to come up to you and check your hook, he'd be like, reel in your stuff. If you're fishing, he'd be like, reel in. I want to check your hook. You grab your hook, and if he goes like this and there's any drag whatsoever, he's gonna write you a ticket. He ain't gonna tell you to stop fishing. He's gonna tell you, I'm giving you a ticket. Here's why. And you need to take your pliers and you need to bend that barb down till it is smooth, flat, and it will not grab your finger whatsoever. So yes, barbless hook.
Oh,
Even up here in Oregon, we have the same thing. Certain rivers, certain time of year, we have the same thing.
they want to
Okay,
know about spade hook.
spade hooks. I'm
Yeah,
not familiar with spade hooks. What's a spade hook?
y'all had to tell us in chat now. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
I'm
I'm
not
trying, y'all.
familiar with a
Y'all get
spade
off
hook.
me, man. Come on.
I don't use them. I don't know what they are. I use circle hooks. I use octopus hooks, J hooks
Gavin
sometimes.
said the spade is a different to using the eye.
There's a flat part
It
on the
is
hook.
yeah.
So let's see. The spade is different
I
to
know nothing
using
about that.
the eye. It's a flat part of the hook. I'm not exactly following you, buddy. So is that where so like this hook here, it bends at the top? You mean it's like straight, like a J hook would be? Is that what you mean? Otherwise, I'm not really
I don't
following.
understand that either. Does the top of the where your eye is it crooked or is it straight? Does that make a difference? I mean, is that what y'all? I'm just
Yeah, I
learning
don't know.
here.
Right. All right. So with I'm gonna go ahead and finish tying this other one again.
Go ahead.
Got some line you can actually see this time, hopefully. All right. So we got the hook, got the eyelet, got the line. What's up, Billy? We're gonna go through the eyelet. Okay. And run down about 6-8 inches. Make sure we got enough tag line at the end. Gonna run the line down the shank of
Howdy,
the hook
Billy.
towards the bend of the hook. We're gonna pinch it off right there. Okay. We're gonna grab the tag end. We're gonna run back up, come underneath. And I use my separate finger. I'm using my first finger and my thumb to hold that knot at the bottom. I'm gonna run it underneath. I'm gonna hold it with my middle finger. And I'm gonna wrap up the shank of the hook maybe 10, 12 times. Hopefully this is easier to see than that other line. Okay, we'll do one more. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my other hand. I'm going to hold it where the last wrap was, the top. Okay. I'm going to grab that tag end. Now I'm going to let go of the bottom. So now you got a loop. You can see it now, right? You see the loop here? Gonna run that tag end.
Y'all say yeah.
Somebody said
I'm
yeah.
sorry, I'm looking behind the comments right now.
It's
I
okay.
ain't lying.
We're gonna take that. We're gonna take that tag end and we're gonna go through, straight down through that eye of that
And
loop.
howdy,
Okay?
boss.
And then I'm gonna grab the tag end, the hook. I'm gonna get some saliva, wet up the line a little bit so it don't burn. Start pulling tight. Boom. There we are. Okay. And that is just
Gavin said it would be like kind of triangle and over square, so the line doesn't come off the hook. Whatever that means. I mean,
yeah, all right. I'm not sure, buddy. I'm sorry. Okay, and then same thing, this corky here. What I'm gonna do once I'm so I got all these corkies set up now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn off my light and I'm going to use a flashlight and I'm gonna hold all these corkies in my hand with the flashlight for a minute, and
and that
it's
glow,
gonna make them
boy.
glow. It'll make them glow so y'all can see that they glow in the dark. I like to use these like early in the morning, like right before first light, where it's legal to fish. You get an hour before sun up, an hour after
And
sunset.
he hit him with your light before you do it.
Hit it with a light for a minute. What I
Man, I've heard
what
about that crappie fishing around here, but go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
it
ain't never
works,
done it.
man.
I just learned it. Come on
The-
now.
These things are cool. They work really good. There's a couple rivers in Washington that I like to fish. You can actually fish at night, and these are really deadly at night.
Boy, I
Grab my
bet
light real quick.
kind of like an orange minnow that crappie don't see.
Well, pretty much. Okay, I'm gonna hit these for a moment. And once I pull it away, you're going to see they're going to. Here, let me put them in my
Y'all
hand.
give me a minute. I'm gonna take it off chat so I can see it.
I'm going to put them in my hand so y'all can see them better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Y'all ready?
Yeah. Look at that. Huh? That thing got some orange in it.
This one here is blue. Let me hit it better. It fell off the side of my hand here. Let me hit it
Boy, I
better.
bet a black light does.
Yeah,
It would charge
anything
it
that,
faster.
yeah,
Hell
it
yeah.
would. A black light would charge it real quick. And also, just a real powerful little flashlight, like a little, um, an LED, like a little pen light. You
Yeah.
can use that little pen light and put it right over the top of the corky and it fits
Howdy, Net.
perfect.
Net's in here.
Hello, Net.
Yes, sir, Aaron.
See the blue
That'd be a
ones?
ruby red.
See them blue ones? Those are badass right there. Green one.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I've never seen no blue shit like that. That's cool.
Yeah. Those are badass right there, boy. The green ones last the longest. The blue is a nice contrast and it'll stay blue for quite a while, but when it starts to fade, I like to pump them, give them a nice little pop with the light again. The best thing that I found to use to keep these things illuminated the longest is an old flashlight flash. And you can buy those. I mean, a lot of fishing stores around here have them. You can go to like old camera shops or whatever if they even still have those damn things. And it's just an old flash that
Right.
would sit on top of an old, 35 millimeter camera, and that'd be your flash. You take that thing and you hold it over your corkies and give it a couple of boom boom flashes, and bam, they are like super super bright.
Wet up, boy.
Yeah, lit up like a damn Christmas tree. Let me get my light back on.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I ain't never
Okay.
crappie fished at night, and all I've heard is moglos and get you a black light or a headlamp that's got a spotlight on it. But I ain't never crappie fished, and I've tried
Yeah.
to catfishing with lights, and it don't do no better.
All right. Okay. So that would be for that rod. Okay. I know I didn't show tying it to the rod itself, but the last knot that I tied with that bead chain swivel, same knot you would tie to the other end of it. So uh, one end
Don't
went to
go
the
big.
one end. Your rod, your main line would go to the other end of
Exactly.
the same knot. Okay. Next one we're gonna do is going to be for the bobber. This one I have to set up with the rod. Okay. This is 65-pound Power Pro. That's what I like to run is Power Pro braid.
Hey, I used to, yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's good shit.
Who's talking about blocking people? That's what
It's
you
talking
shark
about begging.
shark where when I block you. Oh, nobody's blocking anybody in here unless I say so, unless my mods, if I even have any mods left.
Hey,
Anyway,
next time I ain't lying. Hey, I'll be in the toolbox.
okay. Anyway, maybe they're joking around. Somebody was joking earlier on another channel about blocking each other. I think they were just joking. All right. So anyway, this one's going to be for a
Yeah, y'all
bobber
smash
setup.
it and
Yeah, it's going to be a
continue.
sliding bobber system. Okay, this right here is a bobber stop. You can
Yeah.
buy these. You can buy these already tied up, or you can tie your own. I like to have them already tied up, so I don't have to waste time tying my own. Anyway, it's got this little plastic holder. It comes in. It's got a hole through the middle. Run your line through it. Run it up your line a little ways. What you're going to do is grab the end. You're going to hold on to your line, and you're going to push this. You're going to push the bobber stop knot off of the plastic onto your line. Okay. Get rid of the little plastic piece. Now it's got two tag ends on it. Get this a little closer here. It's got two tag ends. All you're going to do is just slowly start to tighten it down. Don't get it super tight right off the bat. I like to just give it a nice little snug at first. Okay, you see that all right?
Yes,
Cool.
sir.
All right. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and slide it a little bit further up my line. That way I've got enough room to put everything else on here, and then I'll adjust it and show you how to do all that. Okay. Forget about that for now. I'm going to come down to the end of the line. You got your bobber stop on there. Then you're going to need a bead.
Pardon me.
This setup is for salmon or steelhead. That's what I use it for. This little bead. Little bead got a hole in the center of it. Put your line through there. Okay. Run that.
Good. They smashed it.
Okay. So now it's right up against my bobber stop knot. Okay. That way, when you put your bobber on, that's where your bobber is going to sit. Now, like I said earlier, I have an extra a corky that I use for just an indicator. It's not needed, but it's something I've gotten used to using over the years.
That's on top of your float?
Yeah, this is going to end up being on top of my
Right,
float.
right.
Because a lot of times where I'm fishing, not a lot of times, but sometimes there's a lot of people there and they're using floats and they'll just use just the float itself. So it's a way to
Right.
distinguish yours from other people's is all. That's
Yes,
that's the main
yes.
reason why I do it. Okay. So I'll put that corky on there.
I just
Boom.
asked a question,
Yeah.
and usually
Yeah.
mine is for a reason. I ain't lying. Come on now.
Oh yeah. I like questions. I like to answer people's questions. So anything anybody's got, and if I know, I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah, answering chat. I'm up to date now. I'm caught up.
Mhm. Okay. Now got your float. This one here is it's a company called Bomac. Lots of different kinds of floats on the market, but this one in particular one, it's a foam float called Bomac, and it's a half ounce bobber. Okay,
Is it
so
weighted? Does that mean it's
no,
weighted
this
half
one
ounce?
no, it's a half ounce float. That means how much lead you're going to use underneath it to float it correctly.
Oh,
That's
cool, cool.
yeah,
All right. See, I'm
that's what
learning,
these
boy. That's why I ask
yeah
questions.
that's what these lines on this type of float are for. Is
Yeah.
for the different sinking into the water column, how much weight you put on it. So if you run a half ounce, is this a half ounce float, or you run a half ounce weight with it, it's going to ride somewhere to this yellow line. Okay, it's going to go to
Right,
this line, and then when you run like a jig or bait, it's going to sink it down just a little more because you're adding a little more weight, right?
right.
And what I like to do is have just enough weight so that it's all the way to this orange. The more
That's
float
less.
you have,
Hey, that's less friction on the fish, right?
yes, exactly. That was my
That's like
point.
crappie fishing. Hell
Yep.
yeah. All
The
right.
more, yeah, the more float you have in the water, the more it sits further down in the water, the less friction there is, the less weight there is. So when that fish bites it and starts to pull it down, it doesn't take the fish won't feel it very much, right?
Yes.
That's the idea. Okay.
That's yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. I see that. Yeah, I think that in crappie fishing.
Yep. Same idea.
Oh, cool, man. Awesome. See, I might go be able to go fishing with one of y'all one day. I show up like
Yeah.
a rookie.
All right. So now I got all that. Let me pull a little bit more line off
Awesome.
this.
Oh no, Aaron. I ain't been Googling. I know a little more than you think.
Okay, so see now so far we got our bobber stop,
Yeah.
we got our bead, we got our corky, and we got our float. Okay. Next, what we're gonna do, come back down here, we're gonna run our inline sinker. Now this is a half ounce. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. It says half ounce on there. Can you see
Now,
that?
what kind of sneaker's that called? We ain't
This
got
is
nothing
just
like that.
just an inline banana weight is what they call them here. It's an inline sinker, banana lead, and it comes already with um, a bead chain swivel on it. So there's no line twists.
Well, I'm gonna look up some bead chains and like 200 pounds. You hear me?
Yeah, hell yeah.
For real,
I
dude.
I have seen some of the catfish guys. Only a few of them use them. I've only seen like
I
two or
don't
three
trust
people.
metal. I don't. I don't
Oh, I
use sturgeon or
understand.
none of my line when I fish. I don't
Yeah,
trust it.
oh, I understand. I know that. What's up, Avid? Okay, so now we're gonna
I
hook up
missed
this.
that. So sorry.
We're gonna
Howdy,
tie up
Aaron.
this inline sinker. So you go through it. Shit, my bad. Go through the eyelet once. And we do the same thing like I did before. We're gonna do it like an overhand knot.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we're gonna come back through that eyelet again a second time. Now I got basically two loops, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna pinch it with my thumb like I am right here. You can see that little loop right there. And I'm just gonna twist up the line again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like to do 8. Okay.
Just in case you
And then
didn't miss one.
yeah,
Absolutely.
just in case.
Yeah, I know where you going, bro. Go ahead. You tell your story. I ain't lying.
All right, so then you take
Hell
the
yeah.
tag end, and you got that loop, double loop. Take your tag end, go through both them loops. If I can get it in there, there we go. Grab a hold of it.
Go through both of them.
Get a little bit of saliva on there. You don't you don't have to worry so much about with braid because it's not going to burn. Okay, braid's obviously way more durable than monofilament. You want to do that with your monofilament so it doesn't burn and gonna end up you hook into a fish and you end up breaking off because your line got burnt. So that's it there. Boom. And then I would cut off my tag end. Same thing, about a 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch or so. Okay. So now
Now, do
we
you
got.
burn your ends with a lighter?
Yeah, sometimes I will. If I don't have good enough
Ah,
scissors,
see, now
if I
that's a
don't have good
true
enough
braid. I
scissors,
ain't
then yeah,
playing.
I'll do that.
I just asking.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
I'll be one of
So
them too, man. Good deal.
we got our botter stop, we got our bead,
I'm dying behind.
we got our corky, we got our float. Sometimes I'll run a bead, a hard bead, in between my float and this, but you don't have to. Some people like to, but you don't have to. I usually do. I just didn't grab one this time.
Honey, when you find out to do a no snail knot, you can contact me on how many loops we do. No
Exactly.
offense, baby. No offense.
Okay, so y'all can see that. Okay. Now what I'm going to do. This is a 6/0 Gamakatsu octopus hook. Like to use anywhere from a 3/0 up to about a 6/0 Gamakatsu octopus hook when I'm running salmon eggs for bait for salmon.
Is it
If I'm going for steelhead, I'll go down to maybe anywhere from
can
a
you hold
size
it this
1.
way?
Hmm?
Is it what do you call it? Is it like a darn circle hook? Is it offset any? Is what I'm
No, no,
asking.
no. An octopus
Okay.
hook,
Yeah.
there's very little offset. I
Oh, okay.
mean, very
I've never
very
used one.
little.
That's why I was asking.
You see, there's hardly any. You can see it
Okay.
just a
It's
little
got
bit
a
off to
little
the
bit.
side.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. And the knot that I'm going to tie for this one is called an egg loop.
An egg loop.
Egg loop, and
I ain't never heard that.
it's specifically used for salmon fishing, steelhead fishing when you're running eggs. If you're going to be using salmon eggs. So I'm going to grab some 40-pound. I like to run 30 or 40-pound. If I'm going for big salmon, big kings down at the coast, I'll run 40-pound because those fish can get over 50 pounds down there and they've got big mouths, big teeth. They can do some
Yeah,
damage.
I've seen. That's
So,
why I asked Lance earlier. Do they got any teeth?
yes, they do. That's why I like to use 65 Power Pro braid. That for your muscle, and then you definitely want a good heavy duty leader to your
Right.
hook. Okay, so this one's a little more tedious, but it's not hard. I'll try to get it all in the camera the best I can. Okay, we're gonna take the hook, take the line, go straight through the eye, right?
Oh man.
Okay. Now I'm not going to pull a bunch off the back end like I did with that other one, that no snell knot, right? This one I'm only going to go just a little bit. I don't know if you can see the line or not. It's only a
Glacier,
little bit
yeah.
coming off the back. Okay, I'm going to pinch that right there. I cut this off the spool. I cut a little extra and made it long, probably about 4.5 feet long. You don't have to go that long, but it's good if you're just starting out to have a little more line than not enough, so that in case you mess up. Okay.
Absolutely.
So what I'm gonna do? Let me get. How do you go full screen? That might make it easier.
Tap
Um,
tap your own self, I guess. It's one of them
fill those
tell him
out.
there.
Boom.
There you
Oh, there
go.
we go. Dude, that
Yeah.
why didn't I think of that earlier? Damn, that was
I
awesome.
told you go all over the whole time.
Boy, that's
I'm
so
just
much
host.
easier. Okay. So I ran the line through, and I only got a little bit hanging off the back end. I'm going to pinch that right at the bend there. I'm going to take this line.
Can't be shaking now. Everybody say that now, though. I'm
Don't
just
be
messing with
shaking.
you. Go ahead. I'm just messing with you, brother.
It's all good.
Love you
Okay,
to
so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab it, and I'm going to come down, and I'm going to start wrapping underneath the eyelet. Okay, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to do 12 just because 10 to 12 is generally what I like to use. Okay. So come down like
Let's
that
pull
first.
through with the 12 than it is the 10, right?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Oh, that's the way I look at it. If you wrap it 12 times during, your into your line, your tag in, it don't
Mm-hmm.
pull so far up into what's trying to pull all together.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So then
I agree.
I got that wrapped. Okay. I'm holding it. Now I'm going to go down and grab the tag end of the line. I'm going to go back through the eyelet. Okay. I'm going to pull that. Get this all pulled through here. Oh, come on now. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me redo that real
Man, I
quick.
had that trouble the other day.
It got twisted
It
up a
won't
little
get all
bit.
tangled up, boy.
It got twisted up a little bit, but that's okay. All
It
right, so
happens. It's okay. I'm 5 behind, but go ahead. I'll read.
there we go. Okay, so now it's through the eyelet there. I'm going to let go, and I'm going to pinch it right there. Now you got this is your main line going back through your eyelet, right? That I already put in there. You're holding the wraps that we went up the shank. Take the tag in, and then
Awesome,
you're going
John.
back through the eyelet, and now you got this line going through. So now you grab this,
John
and
knows his shit too.
you're gonna pull a
Mhm.
bunch of it out. And what I do is I'll grab it with 2 fingers like this, and you're gonna twist. So you're turning it over itself. Boom, like that.
Yeah,
Okay. Boom. Twist. Boom. Twist. Boom. Twist. Boom. I'm kind of messing it up a little bit. I haven't tied this knot for a long time, but twist. Bam. Twist. You're gonna end up getting kind of low down there. I'll do 6 or 8 down there at the bottom.
yeah.
Okay. Now you got your twist going
Well,
up.
look at that shit. That looks pretty, boy.
Your line going back it through. All this that I twisted down below has done the same thing here as below. Get it wet. Self
Oh,
destruct.
man
Self
down.
destruct. Oh
Ow,
my
my head.
god. I'm sorry,
Come
everybody.
on, it's all right. We back.
Y'all okay?
Yeah, yeah.
All
We got our helmet on.
right. All right, hold on. I'm gonna redo this one. I'm gonna redo it because it did
And
mess up
I
a
ain't
little
never
bit.
seen a hook like that, though, mate. I like, what you
This
gonna put
knot
on the end
is
of it?
awesome. Huh?
What are you gonna put on the end of that knot or the loop?
I'll show you. I'm gonna redo it real quick because I did mess it up just a hair, and that's why it
Well,
wasn't
man, I
sliding
ain't
through for me.
never seen a hook look like that. Was professional, son.
I got to get
That look
myself
like
back into
oh
this.
bull.
Get off of there.
The
Okay, we got
ass end of it looks pretty. I don't know how
1,
you done
2,
it, but go
3,
ahead,
4,
boy. You
5, 6, 7,
killing
8,
it.
9, 10, 11, 12. Boom. Like
Yeah.
that. We'll get it right
All
this
right,
time.
slow down. Let me watch. I ain't lying. I ain't never seen nothing like that. And I mean, I don't fish for salmon or nothing, but
Right.
for steelhead. But hey, I love learning, and you know
Learning's
that
good.
could, yeah, because that could work
Okay.
out for something
Now,
better.
now I got it right. Now I got it right. Okay. So
Uh,
all that I got wrapped up that way, put the tag in, went back through, and I got boom. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm
yeah,
gonna come in. That's what I did. I messed up. I went from this way.
you switched.
I switched. I went this way.
I thought
But what
that.
I like to do
I
is
wasn't gonna say
I'll
nothing
come
because
in
I
from
don't know nothing about
underneath.
this not, but
I'll come in underneath this way and twist this way and down.
right. And you
Boom.
keep it the same way every time.
Twist. Boom.
Yeah,
Twist. Yep, it's coming out perfect this time. Right on. Just a little
hell
rusty.
yeah. It's okay, man. Shit, we all got flaws.
Damn right we do. Okay, I'll do maybe one more twist here. Oh, this is perfect.
I
Get
still
it
want to
wet.
know what you do with that what you got with you in your
Get it
finger
wet.
there.
Now watch. Let me get snugged up here towards the end. It's gonna see it's on my finger.
Yeah.
Kind of hold it with your thumb.
Uh-huh.
Slowly pull till it
This
pops
is
off.
what?
Now pull it tight.
Damn, look at that. Huh?
Okay, let me pop off the tag end real quick and I'll show you the egg loop. Now watch.
Uh-huh.
Yep. It's twisting a little bit because the knot is there we go. Now you got a loop. You put your eggs in that loop.
And that's in a sack, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can either run spawn sacks is what they call them. You can do it that way, or what I look I don't like to use spawn sacks myself. I just cut
I
I'll
see.
take my
You taught
eggs.
me something how to use some stink bait and a pantyhose right there. You hear
Yeah,
me?
there you go. That
Yeah,
works.
and ain't got to deal with your hook inside all that,
See?
son. I
Yeah.
mean,
I'll pretend that's some eggs or something, some bait. Boom, see? And it
yeah,
holds it. It'll hold it
man,
on there. That's called an egg loop.
that is educational right there. I tell you
Yes,
what.
sir. Okay, so now we got that, and now I'm going to trim it down a little bit because it's a bit long. I'm going to trim this down when I'm bobber fishing, depending on the depth of the hole, is how long of a leader I like to use. But for general purposes, I'll go probably, oh, 20 inches, 18, 20 inches probably.
Oh, I wasn't reading chat,
Okay.
John.
All right, so we
I
got that
wasn't taking
now.
what you said anyway. I just
And then,
now looked because I was 4 behind.
okay, so now we got our bobber set up down to our
Oh
banana
yeah.
weight. Okay, the end of our bead chain swivel. We got our leader to our hook. We're going to go through the eyelet. We're going to do an overhand, go back through it. So you got two. Let me give a little bit more. And then wrap up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll just do that many. It's okay.
7 for luck, boy.
Yeah. So now you got your holes there, and you got your tag in. You're gonna go in between, go down into both of those. Give it wet so it don't bind up on itself.
Cincher
Grab
on
it.
back, boy.
There we go.
That's why I call it cinching.
Cinch that thing down.
I'm country, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I like it.
This one I like to use my teeth to grab a hold of
Oh,
the
man,
grab
get
a
pair
hold of the
of
tag
fingernail
end.
clippers.
grab a put it, it's good to hook
or
your
a
hook
pair of
onto
pliers.
something.
You don't hurt
Yeah,
your
a pair
teeth,
of
will it?
pliers or I know I've been doing it for years. Yeah.
Well, I ain't
I'll
got
do it
none.
to my
I'm just
scissors,
saying.
I'll hook it to my scissors. Could do the same
There
thing.
you go.
Pull it tight. Yeah. Okay. Bam. And now we have our bobber set up. Got the whole shebang bang now.
Look at that. Huh?
Boom.
And
Now,
he's, I like it weight because I bet it just bumps along in that creek. No getting hung up or nothing.
well, the design of this is so that when you're fishing, your bobber's going to be sitting upright. Okay.
Yeah.
This is just to get down. That's the
To the
purpose of your
bottom.
bobber stop. That's the purpose of your bobber stop because that's going to determine your depth where you're fishing at.
And it's
So
just
right,
floating
so
along,
right now,
bouncing around.
yeah. So just be floating around, floating down. You got your long leader here with your eggs on it, and it's just going to be, drifting down through the hole,
Right,
right?
right.
Okay. So the purpose of your bobber stop here is you can change your depth. So right now I'd be running at about 3 feet long as is from hook to bobber stop. Now, if I wanted to run deeper, you just grab your bobber stop and slide it to whatever depth
Right.
you want. And when you get to the depth that you want it to, this is when I first put it on here, I didn't cinch it down too much, so I still have these long tag ends on the end. So when you get it to where you want, you're going to fish, go ahead and give those a nice, good, solid pull and tighten them down. Okay, give them a real good. I like to wrap since they're long. I like to wrap them around my finger once each, and then give them a real good hard pull.
Whoopple my
Now,
line.
now look, it's not moving. Okay, I mean it will if you really put some pressure. I mean you got to really pull it. But now it's cinched down really good, and then you come back
I
through.
miss Becca. Really. Oh,
You come
wrong
back
Becca.
through
Sorry. Hey,
and
Becca.
cut your tag ends, kind of short, not too short, but I like them. I like them just with a little
Yeah,
bit
we can
left.
grab a hold to them with your pliers again.
Yeah, some so you can because it will loosen up eventually because you're going to be reeling this up. The deeper you go, and when you reel it up, it's going to go through your top eyelet and a couple of your eyelets. So over time, it's going
Right.
to it's going to loosen up a little bit. So you want a little bit there, a little bit of nubs left, so that you can be able to grab a hold of it with your pliers and your teeth or whatever, and just be able to give it a nice little cinch down again, and
Man,
then
I've been
bring
there crappie. I know what you
yeah,
talking about.
and there you go. That's the whole setup for that bobber setup. Pretty cool.
It's awesome. What are you talking about? I learned more shit tonight than I had today earlier, except for, about an hour. But yeah, I love learning, man. If y'all don't ever get tired of learning, you ain't old enough yet.
Right? Okay, so now we're done with that one. Let me get it set to the side here. Let me put it away. See, I'm getting
Well, I
this
need
set up.
some chicken, baby.
I'm getting this set up so that I'll be ready to go here in about another week or two. Get my stuff set up now so that it's ready to go when I'm ready.
I need chicken, baby.
Chicken? I need some chicken too. we could
It's
all use
terrible. I'm on the porch and I can peek through the window and be like, "Hey, babe,
we could all
it's
use a little
better
chicken in our
texture than hell."
we could all use a little chicken in our life. I ain't lying,
I'm
right?
telling you, I mean. Anyway, go
Okay.
ahead. I mean, I ain't lying. Teach me something I don't know
Okay,
again.
I'm gonna
I
teach you
love
something
it.
else. I'm gonna teach you. Okay, this is gonna be sturgeon casting from the bank. My one of my setups. There's two different ways. Um, the one I'm gonna show you now, and the one I'll show you on the big rod that I use out of the boat. They're both
Yeah.
they're both you can use from the bank or the boat. Mainly, this one I'm doing right now is going to be mainly for the bank though, but both systems will work. I'm gonna try to sit down and do this. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe I should stand up. It just seems like it's because of where my camera is placed. It's easier if I stand up. That way, I can get closer so you can see everything. Okay, what we're gonna do here, we're gonna run a three-way. Okay, three-way swivel, three-way barrel swivel. This one is, I think, 150-pound three-way barrel swivel. We're gonna run this one on the
Now,
top eyelet.
hey, I don't mean to
Yeah,
mess you up or nothing, but
go
what
ahead.
poundage is that?
What pound? What
Your
the
swivel.
swivel? That's 150-pound three-way.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking. I'm
Yeah,
trying
that's
to
good.
help you.
That's cool.
Man,
Yep.
I don't know either. I'm learning.
It's all good, brother. Okay, so we're gonna
Uh,
run the line through the top eyelet, and we're gonna keep that overhand knot is what I use on just about everything to fasten things fishing wise. I'll go 2 times in that hole. Make it just a little bit more later through here. Boom. Okay, there we go. So we
you do
got
the same size circle every time, too.
yeah. I try to do about the same every time.
I'm just saying. I watch.
Is it being anal or is it just I
No,
don't
it's
know.
just you done it a long time.
It's
You
just
know what
how
I'm saying?
yeah, it's just what you rinse and repeat, right? Same thing over and over.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so we did
absolutely.
went through there 2 times. We got the
I just
loops.
like how you circle the same time every time. You've done that a bunch.
Yeah, millions of times, brother, millions of times. Okay, we're gonna run it 7, 8 times. Okay, got our
Yes,
tag
sir.
line. I'm gonna go back through.
Uh,
Get it wet.
Oh, you said baby, and
and I heated it up this fall. I'm gonna get up that quick. I gotta call mom and then I'll
Center
get back on.
down.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Got her cinched down. Cut off that tag end. This is going to be with a dropper. Hook's going to come off this end, the middle, and your weight's going to come off the bottom for a dropper.
And that's where the weight breaks off, right?
Yes, yes.
All right, that's what. Yeah, that's
Okay,
what we
let's
call a
see.
breakaway rig. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
exactly, exactly. Let me grab a weight real quick.
I'm just cheap and don't do it with a swivel, but one of these days, y'all,
One of these days, I'll tell
I
you.
might get a little high techer, but you never know.
Damn right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me use this one right
Hey,
here.
what they told me don't fix it if it wasn't broke.
That's right. Okay.
Anyway,
I'll use anywhere from a 5 ounce on up to an eight,
see,
maybe
that's a pyramid
yeah,
sinker.
yeah, maybe an 8, maybe a 10 at the most. I've thrown 12s before, but if I got to throw that heavy a lead, I'm not going to be able to throw it as far, right, with this specific rod I'm using. But
Right,
if I'm going to be in an area where the current's not running like, hella hard, 5, 6, 8 ounces at the most, and I can sling that bitch a country mile. Okay.
right.
Just because of the rod I'm using. Now, if I'm using my big rod, my big bank rod, I've got a 13-foot 2 piece. It's a casting rod, and I can run 12 ounces on that baby and really get it out there. But for this smaller river systems, less current, I'll use this 10.5-foot rod with this setup, and I'll run this P line 12-pound CXX. This is going to be for my breakaway. So
Yeah, yeah. I agree, man. It's terrible because I used gauging line 14 pound. I
yeah,
doubled it for my weights, and hell, I throw harder than that, and that didn't work. So I had to go up to 30 pound, and I still sometimes do it.
yeah,
I throw hard, boy. You gotta watch it.
I do too.
I
Sometimes I'll
throw
use.
baits off. It's terrible.
I like to. I like to run 15. 15 pound for my breaker, but I don't have any, so I'm just going to use this 12 for demonstration.
Right, right. Well, hell, you don't fit. Your fish is different than ours.
Yeah.
But
Um,
I'm just saying, it's fucked up when you throw your whole bluegill off. It's live.
yeah,
Got those
definitely.
big lips. I ain't lying. I've been so mad. Just got to put another one on.
Two. There you go. Using going the same size again.
Ah, it is though. Hey, you like that? I pay attention.
Six.
Why you laugh like that? Come on, man.
Right back down. Come down into that hole.
I'm 8 behind on chat. Look out. Sorry, y'all. I'm a real good co-host. Y'all probably just talking amongst yourselves anyway. Hey, Ted Redbox in here, though. Hey, how you doing? And Jason Ghost Hunter. I don't
What's up,
know him, but howdy.
okay. Got that tag there. So for my dropper, I like to run maybe about 15 inches or so.
Right.
We're going to run that on the bottom.
See, they had to color code mine. I need 2 orange and 1 green. I ain't lying. I'm blonde sometimes.
We're going to go like this, stack it up a little bit, give me a little more height here, so I'm closer to the camera.
You doing good on them night time, man. You got her 8 points, son. You doing good.
Thank you.
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well, I hope not.
Anyway, y'all know that. That's my famous saying, but
Mm-hmm.
I bet y'all get tired of hearing. Little saliva. Look here. Six round down.
Round down. Boom. Got our 3-way. We got our lead. Okay. Now for the hook. This is going to be the tricky part because
Oh boy.
you have to. You're not going to leave. You're not going to have a long leader for a hook to be dangling down off. I'm going to try to get as close to this 3-way swivel as possible. Okay.
Really?
Yes. I'm going to
Cool.
try it so that
I don't know nothing about. I'm just learning. I'm learning.
it's going to be
Don't
probably
take anything I say for nothing, but yeah, that's cool because I've never.
about like that. It'll be somewhere
Oh
about.
hell, less than a half inch.
I'm going to try to make it as close as I can.
That is okay. Cool. I mean, anyway, y'all. I'll mute myself. I'm just learning.
Now,
Y'all don't know.
sometimes what I'll do to make this thing even stronger, not needed, but what I have done is taken this 40-pound and double it over, so you got basically 80-pound, right? I'm not
Right.
going to do
I've
that
done that.
demonstration. I could because it's a really strong, super duper strong at that point, but I'm just going to do it on a single, just to show. Now this is going to be the same thing, a no snell knot.
He said, "Man, we make gear." Hey, possum holler. Got back from McDonald's. Imagine that, huh? It's all right, man. Glad y'all made it back. Hell yeah.
Um, I like to run a lot, like up to 20.
Everybody be safe.
I like to do at least 15 to 20 wraps on that.
Wow.
Hmm. Little saliva. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom.
Spit on, Paw Paw. Come on, man.
On it. No, now. Okay, now I got a lot of tag in here off this on this leader. I don't need that, but I just did it.
That's amazing though. That hook or the line sits so flat with that hook. With all them wraps on it.
And it does. It
I
sits.
ain't never seen it such, man. I love it. It's just amazing.
Okay, so now I want to pull that thing as close to the swivel as I can. Okay. What I'm going to do first, I'm going to try to get it. I'm not in the hole, but I'm going to get it almost a finger's width. Okay. Wrap it around my finger, hold it, take that tag end, go back through the hole.
Oh, he loves that. No, I tell you. Look here, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, buddy.
This is my nut. That's what I like to use.
Hey, gotta love it.
From this point, I can actually shore it up even more. I can push it closer to the swivel, and it opens that hole up more, and I can take the tag end and cinch it down even better, like that. Boom. Now, I don't want to go too far because I got to be able to wrap in front of the shank of the hook, the top of the eye, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got my later just choking up, bro.
Off because it's overkill. I cut way too much, so I'm gonna.
Oh, ain't no such thing, son. I use 80-pound mono and braid. Hey, if that don't work, I'll go to 120.
Yeah,
I ain't losing no more shit.
the scissors are dull as fuck. I've been cutting too much.
Oh man, I have it all the time. I
Okay,
love
so
nail clippers, man. No offense, man. Just get this nail clipper.
now I'm holding on to the eyelet of the swivel. I'm holding on to the two loops that I made. Now I can take my ring finger and I can hold the hook.
Uh
Okay,
huh.
so now I can
Wrap it.
twist. I'll
Man, you gotta look at me. I look like Forrest Gump up here. I'm all up on the screen. I got glasses.
I'll try to push it up a little farther as I make a couple of wraps. I'll push it a little further, I'll grab it, and I'll try to push it so that I get more wraps.
Yeah, tightened it. I understand.
Okay, we'll call it good right there, just for demonstrations. If I try to hold everything at the same time and get my
I know
loop,
mine goes like a bird nest, boy.
it's already fixing to do it. It's trying to do it right now. I'm
Oh, you got her though. Come on, I ain't lying.
oop, 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 come
Oh,
on now. Oh,
golly!
I got her. Okay,
All right.
there's my two loops. Barely.
Well, I couldn't have done that like that many times without doing that.
Let's get in the hole here. This is why this.
I
This is
like
why.
what I'd call you in the woods, boy. You wouldn't have to say hey or nothing. You just, huh?
Oh, just a little whistle, little saliva on there. Pull that some bitch tight. Okay, it's a little bit longer than I wanted to, but I ain't tied this one for a minute. I'm rusty. Or you can do it the opposite direction and tie this first. Tie it to
Yeah.
your swivel first, and then come down. Which actually, now that I'm saying that, it makes more sense. That's the way I usually do it. I did it backwards because I'm rusty. What's up, Steve Lope? Thanks for coming in.
Oh, see, I be missing. Sorry, Steve. How you doing, sir? I was
Anyway,
watching you tie a knot, man. I
this
was
three-way.
amazing.
There's my
The
three-way.
knot of the damn house. Look out.
Okay, so now when I cat, I'll bait up. I'll put on whatever bait I'm going to use. If I'm going to use some sand shrimp, I'll take the shrimp head down, turn it over like this, and I'll come underneath its hood of its head. So legs down, pick it up, turn it over so the belly is facing you now. Take the hook, come underneath through its head, and now you got the head here, and I'll take the body and hold it up here so it's stretched out. I'll take this here stretchy string that I got. It's not open right now, but I would open it up, grab it, and just start twisting it,
Wrapping.
and it'll hold it all on there. And I'll come all the way down, do a bunch of wraps on there, pull it tight, and then you finish it off with a couple of half hitches, and then boom, break it off, and then you got your
So it's
bait.
like sliding your damn night crawler up on your line sometimes.
You can do that too. You can run 3, 4, 5 night crawlers on that bad boy too. You know,
Right?
right on up in there. Yep. That
Oh hell.
that's my 3-way rig. So when you cast this, it's going to be in the rocks, say up at the dam where I fish at Bonneville Dam. When you cast this, your lead's going to come down and sit in the rocks, and your bait's going to be sitting on top of those rocks, just above, sitting, just waiting. You got your rocks down in here. Your lead will slip down in the rocks. And boom, the rocks will be here, and your bait will be sitting right there above the rocks. And the fish can come along, grab a hold of your shit. Simple 3-way system. Okay. We got one more. I'll do from. Everybody see everything okay so far? Everybody liking it? Am I doing okay?
Well hell yeah. You are. Y'all hit the thumbs up, man. I mean, if y'all can't learn nothing from a night like that,
Well, I do
I don't
stuff
know what to tell you.
you guys do. So if you guys like this kind of stuff and want to see more of it, hey, give me a thumbs up. Leave me,
Yeah, hell yeah.
leave me a comment or something.
Help my boy out. Hell yeah. He's good people too.
See that? What's it say? 48 ounces. That's a 40
Yeah.
cannonball right there.
Wow. That's like they go on downrigger shit.
Damn near downrigger, but up at Bonneville, below Bonneville Dam, the current gets to be so heavy, and some of the holes are about 100 feet deep.
Him said so far not tastic.
I like it too. Thank you. But yeah, sometimes you got to use up to 48 ounces, and even then some. And if I have to throw more than this, I'm not even
On
gonna.
your pole?
I ain't even gonna worry about it. But
Dang.
this ugly stick
Yeah, that ugly stick.
duty rod, 120 pounds,
Yeah, buddy.
it'll hold this, and then what I use for bait up there is a whole shad, and our American shad that we get here get up to about 6 pounds. I have run a whole
Damn.
I have run a whole 6 pound shad before, and that's what I caught my 12-foot sturgeon on.
Did you
And
put two hooks in it?
run a double hook. I don't have,
Yeah, hell, I'd hope so.
I don't have any of those big monster hooks like I used to. So this setup I'm going to do is just going to be with another 6/0, just for demonstration purposes. I don't have any of those big monster hooks
And
anymore.
that's crazy. Was it live or dead?
The shad? Well, it
Yeah.
was live when I caught it, but no, it was dead after I put it on my hook. Yeah. Um,
It's crazy, them big old, and they ain't got teeth and they eat them fish. It's crazy. I
yeah,
don't
I don't
understand
like
it.
those big ones like that because, I mean, you will get those monster sturgeon like that, but majority of the ones you're going to catch are going to be anywhere from that 6 to about 8, maybe 10-foot range. That's the majority of the big ones you're going to get. Now, if you get the bigger ones than that, you can get 12. I think the biggest I've ever laid eyes on was 15 foot. And
Damn.
I know
I'm
that.
just saying it's crazy that they ain't got no teeth, just like a carp,
Yeah, big
and
old,
they will eat.
it's just a big old sucker. And my
Well,
buddy,
our carp don't eat, fish, but
yeah,
our drum do. But hell, they got teeth. But it's crazy that
I know it was a 15-foot fish because my buddy's boat was 18 foot, and it was damn near as long as the boat. Okay, we had two dudes in the front of the boat holding on to the tail, and there was three of us in the back of the boat holding like from the midsection down towards the head to be able to get the hook out of its mouth. So y'all can do some research if you want and look up Bonneville Dam. I'm trying to remember the name of the site itself, but anyway, the biggest sturgeon on record ever recorded is 21 foot, 1,800 pounds. Okay?
Wow, that's like a 350-pound gar, man. Hell yeah.
That's a whale.
That's a dinosaur.
It is
That
sturgeon.
motherfucker been here longer than anybody.
I mean, could you imagine how old would something like that be? I mean,
It takes many, many, many years.
hundreds of years old. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah.
Ridiculous is what I know. Ridiculous. Okay, so now with this setup, what are we going to do here? Let me get my. Now, usually from the boat, what I like to do is run a 150-pound Dacron line to my hook for my leader, but I don't have any of that. I'm out of it. So I'm just going to go with this 40-pound. Actually, no, I'm gonna do 65-pound braid, since I've got this is a 120-pound braid. I have some 80-pound braid I'm going to grab. So I'll run that. Let me go grab it real quick.
Look at him all barefoot and shit. Wish I had carpeting, and I ain't lying. I got hardwood, man. It sucks. You feel everything. Miss the good old days. When he gets back, I tell him, back, I ain't lying. That's awesome.
All right, here we go.
Ah, look at you.
Say
Look
hello.
at how I love it. You're in your. I ain't lying. Glad you got carpet down there, man. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see. Chunk of this cut real quick. There we go. Let's see. We'll start with. I mean, look at the difference.
Right?
120 to 80. Look at the difference. Look how thick that other one is compared to the 80. And
Right.
80's already good and thick, but look how thick that 120 is. It's ridiculous. All right, we'll start with this, the main line. I don't usually like to run a slide, a plastic slide, because these will break because of you using such heavy weights, you know. So what I will do is I'll just grab a swivel, a real heavy duty. That's a 250-pound swivel. Boom. And I'll just run that up my line. That's going to be my sinker slide in just a moment. I got a couple of beads, a couple of larger beads. I don't remember what millimeter these are, but they're pretty good sized beads. I'll run 2 or 3 of them.
He said, "Oh, that's pretty thick." Steve Law, you leave. Yeah, let me ask Steve. You go ahead, sir. Steve, you use 8 strand or 10 strands? No offense, I'm just messing with you, bud.
Yeah, I'm grabbing another swivel. Hang on.
All in good, good fun, man. Everybody's hardcore fisherman.
Damn right.
Hell yeah.
And if you like learning new things, then hey, if I can teach you something new, then cool. Hopefully.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I ain't taught nobody nothing. I like what I'm saying.
Good. Well,
Everybody else does too. They ain't never seen nothing like that. What are you talking about? Well, some of them might, but hey, that one I don't know about. I don't know if they ever seen one like that.
on like the 3-way or
Oh no, the other
rubber set?
evil.
Yeah, I use Power Pro.
I use Andes. I used to use Fire Pro.
Some Andy. I think it's 10 or 12 pound mono, but I do have some Andy. My dad used
I
to use.
got some 80-pound Andes mono, and I like the shit out of them too.
Yeah, cool.
You can buy a whole big old pound of it. I
Big,
love it.
the big spool.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
I like using mono where I got concrete and rebar, but I've
Yeah,
always been a braid person all my life, and until this year, I only switched over because I got tired of losing them big old fish on 80-pound braid.
dang.
So I went to that mono, and I still ain't got a big in the bite since then. So it got covered on me. But anyway, there's always next year.
Exactly.
But there's places you use blade mono. I see that now. And
Yeah. So bring this back down here.
if it don't work, I'll get some 120. I don't give a shit. I put it on that old Kuma.
For real. This line wrapped up and put back away so it's out of the way.
Cash King's super slick. See, I've heard a lot about Cash King too.
Yeah, I have as well.
Hey, I ain't lying. I've heard a lot. Hey, I throw it out there too.
Mm-hmm. Now we're just gonna run same no snell. Well, it's my favorite knots for that. I mean, it's only two knots I use is the snow snell and then the egg loop knot. It's only two that I use.
Oh,
So
hell.
it's the only ones I have to do. Super
Right?
easy, quick, efficient.
Man, I've heard a lot of talk about that old no snail. I guess they don't loop it enough times, don't
Probably not.
they? They say it come untied. Well, hell, how's that?
They never had one come untied. They crazy.
I've heard that too, and that's what I'm saying. They ain't looping enough times, apparently.
And they're cutting their tag in too short. Because
John uses Lazor, is I guess how you say that. Lazor line for mono and Seaguar for
asking
fluorocarbon. I don't use no fluorocarbon. Damn, you talking about smallmouth fishing now.
fluorocarbon is good for clear water fishing. Clearer the water, the better. That's the only thing I use fluorocarbon for is when I'm running real clear summer steelhead kind of water where it's super gin clear. Come on, scissors. Okay.
That'd be like Current River for us, then. You see, like, I don't know, if there's a hole in that creek, it's 10 foot down, you see all the way to the bottom of it. But past that, it's just blue.
Damn.
Man, they say there's walleye in there. Ain't there? I don't get to fish or nothing. I floated a little bit.
Yeah.
There's some bear on there now and again. It's basically a float place, but I've caught my first smallmouth there. The only smallmouth I ever had. It wasn't but about 12 inches long, but I don't give a shit. It's a little old bitty pretty thing, and I like it.
It was a fish. Who
It
cares?
was the first smallmouth I've ever caught. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Probably gonna be the only one unless I go back. But
Hey, the
I
the first
mean,
the first largemouth I got was only about 8-10 inches. So I mean, you got to start somewhere.
yeah. See, I've sucked my ass on that too because I've caught 3/8 and didn't mount one. You know what I mean?
It's not up to us what fish bites. I mean, come on.
Oh, I know it. I'll sit out there 8 hours. You know what I mean? Hell yeah. You gotta put that work in.
That's right. All right, boom, we're done. Let me grab this one real quick. Almost done here, actually. I gotta put a.
I'm
We
gonna
got
give me some in swivels like that though.
we got our slide. We got our beads. We got our chain swivel. Down to our.
Chain swivel. I ain't lying. Give me a chain swivel.
I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take. I've got this one, this Seeker slide clip. It's a little bit better one than one of these other ones I got. So I'm gonna steal this one off here. If I can get my fingers to work.
Robin Tart, see. I'm just messing with you.
Okay.
I'm just messing with you.
I like the snort.
Well, I can't help it. I mean, I ain't lying.
That's right. Boom.
Damn, what a weight, though, son.
Bad boy out. Boom.
That is a weight, boy.
Serious weight right there, boy. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna pick my rod. Hold on. Let me tighten down my drag. Look at that.
Damn, man, don't bend so much. See, that's a. There you go. Look out. Ugly stick, y'all.
I can still cast that out of the boat.
That's awesome. Most of them been done been down to the table. You know what I mean?
48 ounces. That's a lot of weight.
Hell yeah, it is. Let's see if I can do some math. 16, 16.
Try to pick up
Wait,
a 8-ounce lead with Uncle Lou rod. Give me a break. Everybody talking about Uncle Lou's. I'm not bashing his rods or anything, but I'm just saying, you could pick up a lot of weight with this freaking rod.
hey, I've always loved Shakespeare.
I want to show you guys, now I'm done with my rods, I want to show you guys some of these jigs that I've got, some of them that I've tied over the years. That's a little brown bug. Got little legs, little rubber legs on it. Pretty bad.
Yeah, like a bluegill dilly, man. Hell yeah.
There's a little bit smaller one. This one's black with some sparkles in it. I don't know if you can see any of the sparkle or not. There we go. There's some little sparkles in it. And it's also got some blue hairs. There are blue hairs here and then black on the back. Some sparkles in it. And then some legs off the front. I tied them little bad boys up. I like these. These are really good. I mean, you can catch trout. You can catch steelhead on these. I like to use them for steelhead.
What ounce are they? Or
These,
them?
these ones are on, I think, um, eighth ounce. They're small.
Small. That's heavy for me. I know you fish for different shit. But go ahead. I ain't lying. I like learning. Y'all use quarter-inch shit, though. I mean, hell, that's a long way to drop real fast.
This one
And that's a
here,
short jig.
this is called a nightmare jig. White, red, and black is called a nightmare. That's what they call it. This one's on a one-aught Gamakatsu hook. These ones already come made up. This is deadly. This is like my favorite color for steelhead. Winter
Huh.
steelhead or summer steelhead. This color right here flat out produces. I've even caught salmon on them too. They work. Pinks, all these different pinks. Pink and whites, pink and purple.
Let's just say he buys 2 pounds of Andes every 6 months or so. Yeah. We go through some lines sometimes.
Cute little one, huh? Nice little pink and purple, a little black.
Ain't that, boy? That's bright.
Yeah, very nice.
Hey, I like you got your fly box, man. I ain't never seen one. You get this, it's like a bobby pin thing for girls. You know what I mean? No offense, don't take it like that. I'm just saying, I wish I had something I could stick off my odd hook. I didn't give me a fly. What is that? Where
it's
you
fun.
get one of them?
It's heavy, dense foam, and it's got slots in both the front and the back, so you can run your hook into it.
Yeah,
They
I
stay put.
need me one like that.
I mean, they stay put. They ain't going nowhere. They ain't falling off.
Well, I got stray hooks all over the place, boy. You can only imagine what man says. What you want me to do, dear?
Check the guy out. Got a little eyeball.
Oh, boy, I'd like to have that for bass fishing. What are you talking about? Got a little curly tail, too?
And it's weedless.
Oh, man.
I don't know if you can see that line right there.
And that's monofilament, ain't it?
Yeah, heavy mono.
I love that because, see, I've learned stuff on crappie fishing, and you get rid of a wire and you start using monofilament. for a weed guard. That's awesome. Hell yeah, I like that. I like to have one like that.
That one's sweet. This one's like a woolly bugger.
But if you gave it to me, hell, I had to put it on the wall in my gun cabinet because I can't use it. That look like that look like a bee. Uh,
Oh yeah.
well, you can't use certain stuff. It's special, you know.
These ones here, I made these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These ones. So, and then these two that I already showed, the bug looking ones, and then all these here in my hand, I made all these myself. Let me kind of go over each one. This one's sweet. It's all purple.
I
Purple.
like how flattened. Yeah, I like that.
These are all on a size 1, like a J hook style, and I clipped off. Sweet.
He said, "Come on, phone." Well, I'm glad yours does that.
The purple one, but it's got some sparklies at the butt end of it through in there.
Are them 8th ounce too?
I think I think they're quarter, maybe eighth, maybe quarter. I don't remember what these ones are.
Well, they
Maybe.
look good and pretty.
Yeah, they are pretties.
They are pretty.
All black with just a little bit of red flash the back end there. You can barely see it. A little bit in there though.
Right.
This one's all black. Black on black. Well, steelhead and trout really like black.
They look like turkey feathers.
Yeah, I don't remember what these ones are made out of. A friend of mine, after my second divorce, I moved out, and a friend of mine let me kick it with him for a little while, and he used to he used to teach at one of our local colleges how to build rods, and he had all kinds of fly tying and jig making kits and tons of rod blanks and all the gear. So he taught me how to make rods. He taught me how to tie jigs. Taught me how to make flies. All that
That's
shit.
awesome.
So yeah, another all black one here.
Yeah, I love the. That's where I learned a knot one time when I was a kid, man. It's this bass fisherman, you know, he taught me a knot. I know where you're coming from. You
Yep,
gotta love good people. Teach you everything.
yep. And you remember them. You know, hey, this motherfucker.
Yeah,
This.
hell yeah, you remember
You know,
the
you
day
remember.
you met him.
Yep.
That's awesome. Well, you make good jigs too, man. Yeah.
Right. Been several years since I've done it. I would love to get back into doing it again. It's a lot of fun. It's something to do when there ain't nothing going on, you know. We'll run.
Right. So y'all like that too. That's a good color for crappie, black and red right there, boy.
Damn right. Yeah, a lot of these are made with marabou.
That's awesome. That's a good brand. Boy, look at that there. It's bright. I like that.
Bright little guy, huh?
Yeah, I need one of them in like a 16th ounce on the side, like 6 hook.
I think this is a little one compared to my other ones. Like, look at this, the difference.
Right? Yeah, yeah. Man, that'd be a brim eating up mother trucker. You call my shoe.
Damn right. Let's see, this all red one. I like that one too. This one's caught a few fish, so it's lost a lot of
Hey,
its fat.
catch a bullfrog. Ain't that right?
Heck yeah, you already know.
Yeah, nobody knows except we do.
Mhm.
And he in Oregon. How many here? I'm gonna ask Chad. How many of y'all caught a bullfrog on the pole? I have.
This one,
Brandon has.
this one here ain't got no hairs like caribou. This one's just got all these little strays coming out of the body itself.
Right?
Let's see.
I heard you like pink and black, man. Pink and black.
White and black, white and pink, white and red, black and red. Oh yeah, those ones are pretty sweet too. I like the white ones. They really shine in the water. You can see them really good.
Boy, I bet. Well, hell, you got a whole lot clear water than we got. But
Yeah. Okay. So
that somebody told me you can't catch a flathead with a live bait in muddy water. Oh, be damned. That
bold,
fish cinches that it's got whiskers for a reason.
serious.
Yeah, well, I've caught them. I ain't gonna, I'm just saying. Look at there, paddle tail, boy.
Tails, boy. What you know about that?
And none unless I'm bass fishing. I'll be eating it for bass fishing. And I ain't got no small mouth. I got large mouth.
hmm I'll even cut these down. Just even. I mean, they're only 3 inch, I think. Yeah, these ones are 3 inch, and I'll cut them down to 2 inch.
Right? I do that on crappie jigs, man.
Maybe
They
just
like a smaller bait
maybe a little bit
when they're
longer.
finicky.
Go. Little pink
Look at
one.
that. Huh?
Oh, sexy.
Hell yeah. Y'all call that the Pink Panther.
Pink Panther. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'll do is I'll go right to you got the head and then you got the body.
Well, nobody copyright that, or Lord knows it's YouTube shit. I don't know nothing about it, but
Cut
anyway,
off.
they're not using Pink Panthers. Yada yada yada. I'm 4 behind again. Look out.
Oh,
Red Galvin said, oh my goodness, red maggots. You have a better chance with catching a fish too. They think they are worms plus the dry rub. I don't know if I'm caught in between a conversation between John or uh who here, but
yeah. I'll check. I'm gonna look at chat here in just a second. These guys put in here so I don't fall behind.
John says anchoring the boat is technical, technical, technical. I think he does a lot of bank fishing though.
Yeah.
Or wading. He does wading.
I, I got my waders, like we were talking earlier. I got my waders and I like to love to go out and get out in the water and
Oh yeah.
spin it.
Aaron being cute, ain't he? I guess you ain't never been corn diving, have you, boy?
Where you at?
Uh.
And you
You
fool.
bet I ain't lying. You gotta love Aaron, man.
Yeah. One more thing, I want
He's a little paint road on corn.
to show you guys like a set of wading boots that I have. It's a company that I used to be a product tester for. It's
Oh,
called
wow.
it's called Corkers. They're a Northwest Oregon
Oh,
company.
what's the dilly on the front?
Corkers. This right here, you'll see these on skiing boots. This is called a boa system.
Uh huh.
that
Which
locked
means,
engaged it, pull it back out, and that's when you can loosen, pull, and it loosens everything up. Push it back down, and engages. Twist.
oh, like a welding helmet. Hell yeah. I never seen a boot like it.
Tightens all your everything up. Boom, and it's good and good to go. So
Well,
it's quick.
then the whole laces are wired.
It's
Hell
no
yeah.
stainless. It's all stainless metal. Uh, the other cool thing about them,
How much them cost?
oh, this particular one is they're not cheap. I mean, you can get over $200. These ones in
Well,
particular,
fuck, I paid $200 for a boot. What you about to pull off the back of that one?
these are $180 boots. Okay. Now, here's the coolest part about them. So, not only is the BOA system with no laces cool, but you also have interchangeable soles. You can
Oh, hell.
take this sole out and replace it with other type of bottoms. Okay.
Yeah, like
Regular,
lumberjackers and shit.
just a regular style
It's some
trail and
cleats.
walking around. Now, there's other ones that have little spikes. So, in each of these treads, there'll be a little. I think they're made with oh shoot, tungsten or carbide, and they're just little spikes, and they'll be in each one of these little sets of tread.
Outhouse boots. Hell yeah, Aaron.
Yeah, it's like
Built for everything, man.
in ice and snow and mud and everything. They got non-slip soles for being in like boats with slippery surfaces on the bottom.
Right.
I mean,
Hey,
everything. Then they got super.
text me tomorrow about them boots. I need me a pair. I need a pair with some wire in it.
Write down. Oh, you want me to text you the name of the company?
Yeah, tomorrow though. Tomorrow.
And then to put them back
Hell
in.
yeah, man! I ain't never seen no damn boot like that. Interchangeable shit. That's like a retread on a tar. What are you talking about? How the hell? He said just slip right in there. Look at there, huh?
Pop it right back.
That's nuts. That's the next new sketcher, y'all. What are you talking about?
Pop them back
I
in.
ain't never seen a such.
I've had these ones for a little while. They're a little bit worn, but you get the idea. Pop them back in place. Pull the end
I'll
up.
be dang, boy.
Boom.
Uh,
Good to go. Yep.
good to go. I ain't lying. That's like a crunch wrap spring, son.
these
Looking to Taco Bell.
are meant these ones
That's
are meant
awesome.
over your waders. So I
I've
wear.
never seen no laces like that. Or a
Yeah,
Titan system. I mean,
they're badass. There's lots of different.
hell yeah. Especially change the bottom of your shoe to your conditions. What are you talking about?
They came out with that idea, and they're very famous, if you will. They patented it.
Well, hell, that'd be like a Yeti then, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
I got Ozark Trails just as good.
Mm-hmm. A friend of mine I met a long time ago. I actually met him while I was steelhead fishing on a river, and I was catching fish, and this dude was down from me a little ways, and he was catching fish, and he came over, and I was gutting my fish and getting the eggs out and whatnot, and he asked me if he could have my eggs, and I said hell no. Said I keep my eggs and I cure them up and I reuse them, for salmon and steelhead. And he goes, I do the same thing, and we kind of just hit it off right there, and he he said, "What are you doing later this afternoon?" I was like, "Well, fuck, I don't know. I'm gonna go home and clean up these fish and whatnot. I don't know why." And he's like, "Here's my business card. Why don't you come see me this afternoon? Say about 4:30, 4:45. Be there before 5 o'clock." And I was like, "Huh." And it was for that company, Corkers. And
Oh, hell.
so I got his business card. I got home, did my thing, and I gave him a call. I said, "Okay, I'm gonna come on down, see what's up." I met him there, and he was like, "Okay, we got to wait for all the warehouse employees to go home." But he was a manager there, and he waited till all the employees were gone, and he took me in, gave me a tour of the warehouse, and he's like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, what do you mean? What do I want? He's like, pick something. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Fix something, huh?
No, man, go ahead. Start picking it. He goes, go ahead. I'll let you get a couple of pairs of things. And I'm like, fuck, right on. So I ended up coming out of there with 5 different sets of different style of boots and shoes, like tennis shoes that have the interchangeable and the no lace.
Wow.
Even
That's
had
cool.
even had a pair of sandals, water like sandals, uh,
Man.
changeable bottoms on, and I was like, I mean, I came out of there with probably $1,500 worth of product that he just gave to me. I was like, wow, fuck yeah, dude, cool. And he's like, I'm gonna make you a product tester too. So when we get new prototypes, he goes, I want you to try those out for me. And they over the years they ended up getting way too many product testers, and they kind of pushed me out of this out of the program because I wasn't giving them enough.
Enough. Yeah, yeah. No offense either. Yeah. I understand.
I was testing them, but I wasn't giving them enough feedback, I guess. But I didn't care. Shit, I
Yeah,
came out.
but you prove to them that you go out there and walk on them rocks and all that shit. So,
I mean,
hey,
we remained good friends, and we fished together a lot over the years. And I mean, there was nothing bad between us because of it. It was all good. We remained good friends. So way
well, that's
cool.
the best boot I've ever seen in my life.
They are
No
good.
offense.
And there's another company on the market. It's called Sims, and that's a real popular company. They don't have, as far as my knowledge goes, they don't have interchangeable soles like the Corkers do, and they are priced way more because of the name brand. Just like
Right.
just like with any other kind of thing, certain name brands are just like ridiculously
And
overpriced.
like John Deere, Mucks, yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That good shit. Oh, Aaron, you still up in here?
Ha! He's in the cloud summer.
Roofers have them. Yeah, yeah, they're similar to like the super spikes that they have. Actually, they do have a
Man, you got 2 keyboards? Are you left-handed and right-handed, or how do you do that?
all over the place.
Damn, I ain't even gonna lie. I do all, man. I know I got some of them though, man. Everybody got our house ought to blow up, burn up. Yeah.
Aaron, I found my SD cards for my trail cameras. So
Oh, that'd be cool.
get those put up on the computer maybe tonight or tomorrow, and so I can go through them and see what's on there.
I
And
can work one of them.
I got bears. If they didn't get deleted for any reason, it's been a few years, but I've got bears. I got elk and deer and coyotes and all kinds of goodies on there. So hopefully I can get pictures off of them and get them loaded back up.
Aaron said yes, he's still in here.
Cool, cool.
Gavin said if you haven't given your word, if someone gives you something and not follow through. Yeah, we always give our word.
Yep.
That's true fact, man. It's man. Oh, Trout's layering here. Hold up. I missed him a while ago, too. What's up, Trout? I've seen you a lot of places here now. Nice to meet you. Hey, he speaks his truth, too.
Anybody else
I
want
watch.
Okay.
I do watch.
So I get this thing back now. Back to both of us. Let's see. Exit solo.
Words are everything.
There we go. Now, let's see. Go to more. Go to, let's see. Settings. Camera. Um, all right. There we go. Oops. My hand out of the way there. Cool. So, did you guys, was that a okay demonstration? And rig ups and whatnot
Okay, hell, that was damn near Bass Pro Shop Professional. What are you talking about?
for my ghetto setup and
Ghetto hell, you ain't even come on now. yeah, yeah. You should have said like your woods larky kind of stuff. Other than ghetto, but I'm just saying, boy. Yeah,
thanks,
she did phenomenal. Friggin' phenomenal. I've never not learned something so much in one night on tying knots than ever.
that's cool.
Like reading, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Cool. Thank
That's
you.
awesome.
Appreciate it.
John Hobbs said it was awesome. Gonna
Yeah.
go, but be safe, y'all. Good night, John.
Cool.
Hey, Possum, how about a view of the Christmas tree? Well, by gods, bless me if I don't. Sorry, but hey,
He's outside kicking it.
it's about like that man you wear shit, you know what I'm saying? See, I get over the heater, y'all. And my dog's a bed out here when they stay. It's cold now. They try to kick it, but there it is. Old Christmas tree. Oh my God, got me all knocked up. Oh shit. Now, you be sounding like Buck over here then. He got something knocked up one time too.
Who else falls left in here? We're dropping like flies.
Oh yeah, everybody go to bed probably.
Yeah, it is
It's
getting late.
midnight here, so it's what, 2 o'clock for you?
It's 10 o'clock.
Oh, 10. Oh, I forgot you're backwards. Or
Yeah,
backwards. I say backwards.
little back asswards.
Yeah, I'm back after. Hey, I'm a Bill Houston, you hear me? Uh
Uh-huh. Cool. I appreciate everybody for coming in. That was pretty cool to do. Looks
it
like
was awesome. Man.
I had a couple of bots come in here. Hopefully somebody got them for me.
I said that earlier.
Hmm. Huh.
Hey, make me a rent. I mean, that's all. I can't do nothing in here when I am anyway, but you know me, bud. You
True
my
that.
brother.
What's up, brother? Well, leave a comment and
What are y'all
I'll
doing?
Oh,
well,
look out.
I like
Something,
them glow in the
man.
dark blue ones. I like them glow in the dark blue ones.
I do too.
I
That's
do. I
my
like those. And the green, and I like the blue.
favorite. The peach one is the least. I mean, I like it because of the color, but it doesn't last worth a shit. It goes real quick, fades out.
Mm.
Hey,
But
he got a couple. He got
blue,
one I know of.
blue,
The
and the
blue
green.
ones are pretty cool.
Yeah, those are my favorite ones.
How long do they last?
Oh,
Couple casts.
um, I'll get probably 6, 8, maybe 10 casts at the most. So I mean, it's even if
Right.
they're faded. I mean, as long as they're still glowing somewhat,
Well, when I
maybe.
use my Bobby Garland Mo glows and I have my headlamp and I double jig, I bring them up in my hand and I hold them up like that, and I probably get a little bit of jig, and then I bring them back up, do it again.
Yeah, yeah. I used to have a
I
whole
like.
bunch of little crappie jig, white ones, and they had a white a glow head on them with green, and I did the same thing. Hold up
Right.
my
I don't use hair jigs. I use all Bobby Garland baby shad. That's all I use. I don't use hair jigs. I don't use hair ties. None of that shit.
right.
I use big baits all year around.
I don't know.
A lot of people downsize to micro jigs and all that bullshit. I don't do that.
No,
I want them big crappie all year round.
I don't. Yeah, I don't
Ooh,
change.
it's pretty good tackle talk tonight on your subjects of the way you fish. It's pretty good.
Cool. Appreciate it.
And
Thank you.
but the only thing that's weird to me is all that fucking tie-in and all that bullshit. Why couldn't you just snell it and move on? Palomar knot it, and that's it. Why you have to go through all that bullshit?
One with the for the egg loop is that one's a lot more technical. It's
It's kind of
specific, it's specific to what I'm doing. 'Cause I'm running
right.
egg or bait for the egg loop. Yeah,
I mean, like, damn. That's why you sit in there and have to do all that shit. Throw them in your tackle box and roll them with you. It'd drive me crazy trying to do all that shit on the bank.
I don't do it. Tie up a gang up the night
That's what
before.
I'm saying.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're like sitting there being. Oh, I'm sitting here and the fish are biting and
Places with a smoke house.
just wasting time.
Those are our names.
Yeah.
Got NORAD.
So if anybody, that's right. Those are ours.
For the kid. Nice.
But like I said, didn't you tell us that it's around this time the steelheads start running?
Yeah. Yep. There's come in now. I haven't gotten any confirmation from any of my buddies or any of the other locals around here that do good. So we're just waiting on rain. Our couple of rivers.
Really?
Yeah, we're just waiting on some rain. Bring it up.
Is it coming?
A little bit.
You got rain coming soon?
Yeah, we got 3-4 days in a row coming. So I'm
It rained here. It rained here almost all day. Light rain, just.
Yeah. It's been raining here. It's about to rain again, but we got a little wind at the moment.
Didn't it start raining when you was fishing in Sharinas? When you was about to leave?
At the end of the tournament. It rained hard,
Right.
yeah. It rained since then, since I got home. They just now quit, and then the wind blowing. About to rain again.
I like it in the dark.
John says steelhead is on his bucket list. What part of the world you living in, Tim?
Who?
Tim Redenbaugh.
Mm.
The steelhead's on his bucket list. Just curious where he lives.
It's on somebody's bucket list.
Yeah. When you don't live by them, have them in your home first, then it's makes it something you want to go and chase. Especially if you
like a flathead.
watch it.
It's called the Albright knot.
Albright knot's good too.
Yeah, or a uni knot. You know.
Yeah. I didn't want to be up too late tonight.
Yeah, that's why I came up just to say hey, and it was a good show.
Cool, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm not feeling good either. I'm gonna lay down here in a minute. Teresa's still sick. I guess that flu shit's going around.
Yeah, it is. I've been hearing
I think Eileen's got it. I mean, this is my 4th day of it.
Yeah.
Everybody's, it's Corona. I said, can't people just get sick anymore? I mean, really, why's everything the fucking Corona, man? Get a life. Fuck.
I'm serious, dude.
Always gotta get a life. Always gotta mess with somebody. What are you cooking, boy? You cooking anything?
Yeah, you gonna look.
Yeah,
I'd be
yummy.
like Tim on some flathead, boy. You might anyway. I ain't gonna say
What?
I got some of that chicken wrapped in bacon, cream cheese and stuff.
Oh, that sounds pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Stuffed with cream cheese.
Tim's in Central Illinois, and he says, "Don't get him started on flathead." Oh hell, man! Have you been there? Huh? Oh, don't get me started.
It's like me. I'd like to get into some flatheads myself, but oh well.
Where's the nearest place you can get a flathead?
Over on the Snake, 5-6
Oh,
hours.
They got them there.
Yeah, they only get. I mean, they get decent size, 30, 40
I
pounds.
skunk every day, son, but I still.
Yeah.
Anyway,
They have tournaments there every year, and I've seen some of the display boards
he
on.
says I drive 5 hours for a 5 pounder. Well, no, that's our eating size. if you take them from where you take them. But
Yeah. The biggest ones I usually get are
What's your limit on steelhead when you go fishing?
on our tributary rivers. It's 2. We catch 2 steelhead or 2
Any
salmon.
size? Any size?
Yeah. Well, technically they got to be, I think, 20. Some rivers are 20 and a half inches, and some are like 21 or 22 inches, something like that, or above.
Gavin, check this out. I've had COVID twice and ain't got no shot, and I'm still here. No offense to nobody, because I know a lot of dear friends that lost their life for that shit.
So did I.
So we ain't saying nothing.
I've had
Eight
it.
out of 8 out of the 10 people that I know got their shots. 8 of them are dead.
I ain't taking no shot from nobody.
Didn't
No,
take
I
fucking
don't
no
take
shot.
flu
I go down
shots.
to the dollar store and get me some fucking Theraflu and some motherfucking
Shit, give me some Mucinex. What are you
Tylenol.
doing?
Tylenol. That shit's high dollar shit.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't help it. At least I ate enough ibuprofen, son, over my teeth. I can't put another hole in there. You know what I mean? So I take Mucinex.
Yeah, you
No
get my age.
offense.
You
No
eat
offense.
as many ibuprofens as you eat. You get my age, you're gonna be all fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Really?
I'm just gonna die. I don't
I'm just,
go to the doctor for nothing,
I,
you know what I mean? I had to one time because I got pink eye in both eyes and I couldn't see and I had to be walked in, and that's the worst feeling in the world,
no,
y'all. That's about like being fucking deaf. You
I ain't
can't
never
do
heard
nothing.
anyone getting pink eye in both eyes. Usually it's
I
one eye or
did.
that moves, it moves to the other one or something.
No,
That'd
that's what
suck having.
happened. I had a piece. That's when I wore contacts instead of these glasses. I mean, I got the motherfucking
I
Coke
like in the
glasses.
dark too,
So they
man.
Ray-Ban. They 500 or $500 something dollars, but they thick as a Coke glass.
Are them the ones when you go
Uh,
outside they get? Are them the ones that when you go
yes,
outside
yes, they
they
do
get
every
dark and then
time.
you?
Only thing they
Well,
ain't got
hell,
a windshield wiper.
Huh?
they
But
call. Can you call me on them?
no, I can't do that neither.
Oh,
That'll come with a coffee cup. But
mm.
uh,
Well, you can stir your coffee with them.
anyway,
Fuck.
I had contacts and
I wanted to
I
show.
had a piece of metal get stuck in the center of it, and I got pink eye in one eye. And I took my contact out, and then I took my other. I used the same finger. And by God, I had to have somebody walk me in there, and I felt
See
the
that?
heifers. I was so helpless. I never want to feel like that again.
I forgot to
Steelhead worms, mad what?
shrimps and their
Shrimp
shrimp.
scented.
Yeah,
Man,
Mad River.
I ain't never heard of none of that shit that you got. I don't even think they sell it around here.
And they
Glow in the dark.
Yeah.
I'll tell
Shrimps.
you what probably be good is let me see here. I don't have one. I was going to show you a pink pearl.
I like that color.
Yeah, the back of it's pink and the bottom's pearl. I did really good with a pink head or a white head, jig head.
didn't say what? Yeah, come on
Yeah.
now. I told you to take the bone out of it. You eat them crappie again.
No, I fucking don't feel good.
I know you don't. I'm telling you,
Fucking, I
boys. I've heard. Anyway, go ahead. I
know it is
know.
what it is. I'm in the dark. I like it in the dark.
Shit, hey, if this back here blows down, y'all don't freak out because the wind's getting up. It's about to. We got a wind advisory.
It's gonna blow your grill over.
No, but it might blow my wind block back there down. From my grill
Oh,
and shit. Hell, I got a heater running. What are you talking about? It's a little chilly out here.
Mm.
I made a
it's
fire today on the
45.
riverbank.
You do
There.
shit. It was cold this morning when you went fishing.
Yeah, it was foggy as fuck, boy.
I got like
I just
40.
showed up late when it got warm. I'd be like, I'm here now. Shit.
Hey, the bites come early and then they quit.
Right at daylight.
I'm telling you, we missed the winter.
Missed the bus.
Well, it wasn't my fault. It was their time zone or their time. I mean, I'm just saying. I went and tried, and I was there 6 hours. You said my ass. At least I'm a trooper. Oh
Right.
God, get a candle. Look at it. He went out. There he is.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, y'all, thanks for coming in. I think I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here in just a minute, and I'm gonna go grab some more food. I'm hungry again, and I'm gonna relax for a little bit, and then probably go to bed. But I'd like to thank everybody for coming in. I really appreciate it. I'm glad somebody liked it. That's a plus.
Hey, I did. I hit that thumbs up. Shit.
If I could teach anybody something that I know, then that's cool. Even if
You didn't teach me shit.
y'all don't do this,
Oh, make you smile.
it's all good.
You didn't teach me shit.
There it is. See, we seen that all night. See,
That's funny.
I know.
But
Tell
I
'em,
do
boy.
I do like those blue. I like those blue glow in the dark beads. I really do like those.
Yeah,
I put 4 or 5 of them some bitches on down there by my hook with a big old bluegill or something, a crappie on that son of a bitch.
yeah,
It'd be like a flathead landing strip. Come get it.
for real.
Fucking A.
And they got bigger ones than these big ones that I have.
Do they float like a
Yeah,
do they float?
oh yeah. These bigger ones that I have, they have a magnum size. I think they're like an aught, a 0/0 size, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And they're
Damn,
like
that's kind of like goose size in a shell.
3 times this size, and yeah, they're big. I've used them a couple of times, just one on a big hook, like a 5/0, and it'll float a 5/0 hook. So,
Yeah.
Oh my!
Yeah, but will it like if you put like 4 or 5 of them big ones on, where I have a landing strip for a flathead, it should bring it up off of the. I mean, it's going to swim with it live anyway, but
at that point, it
I
would
like
be
that. I want to make me a landing strip. I'm
Mhm.
going to. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna get me some of them blue son of a bitches.
I know he's pretty wicked. I ain't never seen none of him.
I got a good idea. I
Yakima
really do.
Yakima Bait Company is the company that makes them.
Yeah, I've been to Yakima, Washington. It's a long way up there.
A lot of good shit, a lot of good products.
Yeah.
Lures, fucking corkies. Just, I mean, they got.
Did you have any walleye lures? Do you have any walleye lures, or do you just use rooster tails?
No, I mainly use lures, or I'll make worm harnesses, and I'll take like old spinner blades and whatnot, and I'll cut them off, and I'll make my own little worm harness. Yeah, put a fucking night crawler on there and troll it.
Right.
Well, I got more gear fucking stashed away somewhere. I got shit all over my garage.
I'd like to see a ghost shrimp, man. Ain't never seen one.
Cool. You can pump them down at our coast when the tide goes out. One of the places that I sturgeon fish out there. I was telling you, wasn't it? Chasing the tide as it goes out, and I'm standing way out in the middle of the frickin' bay. I was telling you about that, wasn't it, Possum? Earlier today? Yeah, that place there. Hey, somebody's in the. Hey, there we go.
Load them up.
Shark.
Load them up.
Yeah.
What's going
What's up?
on?
Oh, lab dog.
Buddy.
There he
Brought
is.
Wilson to the show.
Wilson.
There you go.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
like Castaway.
I'm gonna step off here. Hit me up.
Huh?
I said I'm gonna step off here.
All right,
I'll
buddy.
see you. That was a good
Bug
show.
out.
Later, Possum. See
I
you later.
love you, brother.
Thank you. Yeah, those ghost shrimp, Brandon, out there in that bay where I sturgeon fish from, I'll take like a clam gun. It's only smaller. It's made for for getting sand shrimp. Go out there and pump our own
A
shrimp.
clam gun.
Clam gun, yeah, it's a PVC pipe, and it's got a little plunger and a stopper in the bottom of it, and got a handle at the top. And
Yeah.
as you push
That
down,
sounds like a homemade rig we make, man. I ain't lying. It intrigued me. It is intriguing.
yep,
I ain't never heard such.
yep. And yeah, go out there and pump our own sand shrimp for bait. I like to use them for steelhead and salmon and sturgeon.
And you just stun them?
No, you don't even have to. You pump them and just pick them up and put them in a little container. You don't have to do shit.
Oh, hell.
They're only about, let's see, they're about, where's my freaking hand at? I mean,
I know everything backwards.
you'll get some that are, probably 3, 4, 5, 6 inches long.
Hell.
They're cool. I mean, I like the bigger ones and the small ones. I went out there one day and I caught a mess of little ones that were about 1 inch to 2 inches long, and there was a lake like a mile away from that spot, and a buddy of
I was so happy.
mine, and he had some trout gear. He's like, "Hey, let's go over and see if we can catch some trout out of that lake." And I was like, "Hell yeah, let's pop down there and I'll go get some shrimp." And I found a bunch of little baby ones and threw those little ones under a bobber. Dude, it was game on every time.
Hell.
Both of us, every time we threw out, fucking not even a minute, and the bobber was like,
Wore 'em out.
bloop,
Hey, you
just-
gotta love it when you fresh catch your bait and you go wear something out, son. There ain't nothing like the feeling.
it was
I
awesome.
don't care if it's a little old worm or a little old minnow or a big old, if you use 5-pound damn yellowtail to catch a grouper, it don't matter. It's as long as you catch your bait and go do it, son, it's awesome.
Damn right. And we had everyone's attention around that lake too, because there was like a gang of people. We were a little bit off from where most of the people were, the crowd, and we were just wearing them out. And people were starting to come over to the other side of the lake where we were at, and like, "What are you using? We're not catching shit."
Oh yeah, they hoard up, boy. Like yeah, I know. They always come up. What do you use? You want to fish right beside them too, boy? I mean,
Pull up shop right next to you. They got no.
it's called common courtesy, y'all. Come on now.
What I did is I just gave them some of my shrimp. I didn't have many of them. I just give them a couple of my.
I told y'all I was gonna leave.
Be like, "Here you go, have these. This is what I'm using. Put it under a box. Put it out there." Shit, they grab those, go back to where they're, throw them under a bobber, and boom, they're catching fish too. It's just sometimes it's something different, They're used to seeing all the same kind of garbage everyone's throwing. Sometimes it's something different.
Yeah, it's like crappie and stuff sometimes. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yep, it's awesome. What you up to, Mr. Glacier?
Hey, your dog's sure pretty though. I love you, lab. I ain't lying.
Yeah.
I love my dog.
Oh, just chilling.
Cool.
Yeah, he won't stay where I want him to, but yeah.
Oh, that's fine. He's still pretty though. I got two dogs myself, and one of them's a Prince, and one of them's all right. He hangs out everywhere. And what's bad is my Paris Hilton dog is a red nose.
What kind of dog?
A red nosed pit. That's my Paris Hilton dog. He whines all the time and has to have his way, his own chair. But my British mastiff, he's a British mastiff, not an English mastiff. With a B, like my name. He don't give a shit, man. He'll lay on the porch. He'll go out and one dog of mine won't go out in rain or snow or nothing to poop and potty, and that's my red nose. It's terrible. But he was a run. I saved him from parvo, but that's the only reason. I still kick him off the porch. Go poop potty, but darn boy, he is such a priest. Oh my goodness, he's a Paris Hilton dog. If there ever was a red-nosed pit bull, I swear to everything, I got it. But my other one don't care. He's He's cool, isn't he? He likes hanging out, just like a lab or anybody else does. It'd be raining out here with me. He'd be laid up beside me. But no, not my other one. He don't do
Yeah.
bugs. I mean, oh, it's crazy, man. That's why I call him Paris Hilton dog. It's crazy. He's so prissy for a red nose.
That's funny.
But I saved him. I mean, I got to,
Anyone been
I got to.
fishing?
Yeah, no,
You been
he
fishing
don't
yet,
go
Brandon?
fishing.
No, waiting on rain. We got a couple, 3-4 days of rain coming. So once we get it and it'll bring up the rivers, I can start going.
Hmm.
All I'm waiting on. Cool to get some tackle.
We're gonna miss.
Man,
My door
oh,
gonna
we
fall
are.
down in a minute.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Brandon. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
it's all good. It was good to get some tackle out and get a few rigs tied up, but I'll be probably doing that over the next couple of days. Get some more rigs tied up and get ready so that when things are ready, I am too. I don't have any eggs.
Awesome.
Be ready to go.
You're breaking up, buddy.
Is that what you're gonna do? Go steelhead fishing?
Yeah.
My internet might not be so good tonight.
Yeah, a little spotty, but sounds okay so far. If I could get down to the coast, I could get into some fall Chinook, some kings. But that's 2 hours away. I don't feel like going that far right now.
Dang, that's a long way, yeah.
Yeah. If I go for steelhead, it's only maybe an hour, 45 minutes or so.
Well, that's half the time, but still, damn, that's a long way.
Yeah.
I
All
mean,
right.
I understand
still-
nobody lives right
still a
on
big
nothing,
drive.
but
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
like me going deer hunting. That's an hour and a half away. If I go to the woods, it's flat land around here. I gotta go to the hills.
Gavin and Tim, they're talking
Mhm.
about weights in the bellies of fish.
Oh, that's a long time ago.
I know. That's
We
old
don't
news.
stuff nothing.
Yeah.
Not even a turkey.
That's right.
I got my dressing on the side. Shit. I wish I could sing Glacier some dressing, some homemade dressing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying.
Over.
Much love and aloha. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it.
Aloha. Missed that. One more and look out. I ain't reading chat. Like, this is the first time in the tournament I ain't never read
Oh,
chat
man.
today.
Well, since you're just coming in, you missed the main part of the show tonight. I went over some products and rigging for salmon and steelhead and sturgeon, some different techniques and things how I like to rig them and fish them.
Hell yeah.
You want to go back and rewind and rewatch and be my guest. Might be some information in there that you might find useful. Hopefully somebody will. It's only my second time doing a live, so just getting started with this stuff. So appreciate anybody coming in and even give me feedback if you like it. Tell me. Give me a thumbs down. I don't care.
At
It is.
least they watched or gave a shit, huh? Hell yeah.
You like content? Give me a thumbs up. Give me, leave me a message, whatever.
Hey, that's
And
just sorry for somebody to leave a disrespectful comment on somebody's content. You know what I mean? Just saying.
Brandon, I had that on after my first show that I did. Some ding dong,
Hi, Frankie.
came in and he left me like 4 negative like remarks, and I'm like, Dude, this is
Hey,
my
if you got YouTube Studio, you can get rid of it. Man, I don't do that shit on my channel. That's respectful. I don't disrespect nobody. I don't come to, I ain't even gonna get on that. But
hello.
yeah, that's just disrespectful. No
Yeah.
manners. You don't go to somebody's stuff and hate them.
No.
If so, you're jealous. And you know what I say? That's an ugly color, y'all.
Yeah, I was like, how are you gonna come into my chat like that and leave me some bullshit because this is my first time
Yeah, because you had something. No, that shit don't fly. No.
forcing you to watch. If you don't like it, turn it off, man. You don't need to leave.
Exactly. It didn't force you to leave something that. Yeah, that's just hateful people. They don't give a shit.
Yep.
It don't matter. You just delete that shit and go on about your day, boy.
Yep.
Don't worry about it.
Don't leave me any more negativity. If you want to do
Man,
that,
I know. I want to put that in my
don't leave.
YouTube thing now. Man, don't come. No. Hell
I'm
no.
gonna hate on me, you know, fucker.
I'm a supporter of everybody, and I love everybody. And be damned if I'd ever go in somebody's shit and leave a hateful comment. You know what I mean? That's bullshit.
Thanks for coming in, Gavin. Appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
Sorry for cussing, but that's just pure to God ignorancy.
It is.
You know what I mean? Y'all think before y'all do something.
Mm-hmm. For real.
Dang.
Hey, Sandy. Wendy's back in here. What's up, girl?
Uh-oh. She must have had to go poop. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Cute.
Uh-oh. Air runs back in there.
Well, I ain't never said no. I ain't talking about you. Don't
Wilson, get up
you
here.
know what I mean? Anyway, I'm talking about YouTube. That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here.
No, who said that?
What's up?
Oh, golly.
Anybody want to
Here.
come on? Chit chat? Come on up.
He didn't understand what I said. I said YouTube strictly. And
Bad. Just go away if that's one man. Don't get butthurt, buddy.
man, yeah, we ain't trying to talk about no drama.
What's there to say? Don't bring that fluff in here.
Ignorancy. You damn right, son. I might be country, but I know a lot more than what y'all think. I'll say that. I may act stupid, but I ain't. We ain't got to show you everything, see? I don't get paid for it.
Sandy, since you just came in, don't know what was going on, but I was had some products and
Oh, yeah.
different things out. Rig ups for salmon and steelhead and sturgeon and things that how I like to fish. Show people how to tie certain knots and the different rig ups and whatnot. So winding down. Probably not going to be on for too much longer. Unless somebody wants to come up and chit chat and bullshit and see what's going on with them.
Nah, I didn't mean to laugh like that neither, because people be taking offense to that shit too, man. This country, I can't help it. Shit.
Yeah. Sandy's
I
throwing.
can't help it. I'm just being honest. People don't like the way I text sometimes because it sounds so rude. I ought to be able to say it. It sounds a little different.
Yeah. Yeah, Sandy, sturgeon. It's a lot of fun. We got some real monsters up here. Big sturgeon up here. Ain't nothing like what old two stands.
Man, I can't. I can't.
Sturgeon's coattail long enough, don't you think? I'm serious. We got some monsters up here, though. I told him if he wants to catch a real one, come see me.
I don't like my shit like this. Hang on. Anyway, y'all just bear with me.
Awesome, ain't got no snow.
I'm getting rained on.
It rained on, yeah.
Yeah, wind blowing. I'm talking about. It's raining on my porch.
Wilson.
Well, no, I mean,
Being a good boy.
oh, I'm always a good boy.
Good dog. You caught them Have you caught shark before? We got some. We got blue sharks, and what's the other one I caught? I know you have. Sandy is in here, and she says, outside of a shark, I've never caught anything near a sturgeon size. I'm asking her if she's ever caught a shark.
Oh, you call me Jack Frost? Come on, man. I know.
We used to go mako fishing in Virginia off of Chincoteague every Memorial Day.
Huh.
We'd get the makos.
Wow. That'd be something. Makos are badass.
And you go out there and throw out a bunch of chum blocks and then put out a few rocks. Get the makos. We catch blue sharks as a bycatch, but target makos. We get one every time.
Right on. Sandy says
good eating fish.
One of her first jobs was shark tagging. That'd be interesting. Be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to fish in Virginia, North Carolina, and there's so many dang blasted sharks, couldn't do nothing with it.
The other shark that I've caught up here is a thresher shark. A couple of them while trolling out in the ocean for salmon.
That's a good one.
Thresher sharks are way different looking.
I'd like to catch shark one day. I need a T-bone. Anything bloody. That'd be cool. I'd like to catch a bull shark.
Yeah. Bull shark.
They'll eat it.
Yeah. They got the most testosterone out of any shark, any fish.
Sounds like a good idea, but
yeah.
I'd like to catch one of them cats on a whopper flopper too, man. That'd be like bass fishing for a big ass cat. Boy, I'd love that. But I wouldn't be on the inner tube. I'd be in a little John boat or something. Hell, they got catfish out there. Could you imagine the snake?
Shit.
I mean, they got anacondas. No, I'm not gonna be flipping around there in my flippers in a tube. No, but I'd love to catch one and catch it like a bass bull. That'd be
yeah.
Man, that's on my bucket list.
Sandy says, it's fun part of the research team for SeaWorld. Crazy adrenaline rush. I bet. Like fun. I've watched a lot of the tagging, like great white sharks and whatnot, Shark Week, and some of the discovery shows that they've made. Pretty sweet.
Hey, troll seal, man, they'll hit it. Like a bass, bull.
On the surface, with that bad boy in his mouth. Oh. So, I'd like to get a Goliath grouper.
I want to take y'all in here, but we're about to blow everything.
One time and get it. I probably wouldn't be able to land the bastard, but it would probably
Yeah.
and eat me.
Damn, the door wide open, babe.
Uh-oh.
No, I think you can get them pretty
She
easy.
laid
That
up in there in the bed. What are you talking about?
go down there with an 80 wide and let them have it.
Yeah.
It ain't no thing. Big fish isn't gonna get you. You just gotta have the tackle
Yeah, exactly.
and a boat, you know.
Makes all the difference in the world having the right gear. As with anything. I'd like to go
Yeah.
marlin fishing once too. That'd be fun. I'd like to get one of those massive bluefin tunas too.
When I lived back east, I wanted to get the tuna. I got a guy who had a boat, and we started working on. I helped him rig everything up, and we started to go. I guess it was about 10 years ago. We went. Actually, the first one we caught was in Virginia, out of Chincoteague. That's where he lived. It was Chincoteague. But we used to go to North Carolina every spring. We would go to the Outer Banks and fish Oregon Inlet, where they do that Wicked Tuna show.
Love that
Caught
show.
those tuna every year. We go down and get the tuna. You're allowed to keep one recreationally. You can only keep one. But what I found out after I caught one, went in a stand-up gear. You get the harness, and then you tie the rod on, and it was like, it wasn't fun, man. It was so much work. It's so hard to pull in that after that, I just put the rod in the rod holder. Every fish after that. I mean, it's something to do one time, but the fish, it's just outrageous. You hook it, and then you're just like, I can't believe I paid all that money for the gasoline, the ice, and the bait to get my ass just handed to me by this fish. They're just so strong, and they don't stop. They're just unbelievable power.
Stalemate.
Yeah, but you can get it out using light line and thinking we needed fluorocarbon leaders and stuff, and they would just break us off. And then pretty soon we figured out that they will bite. When you're trolling, they'll bite 300-pound test marlin leader, and we just started using really heavy, and then just put the gear right to them as soon as they get on there, and then you could catch them fast. You kind of either get their head turned towards the boat and you whoop them in like 15 or 20 minutes, or they go down deep and turn sideways, and then they just fight you for an hour and a half and kill you.
Get that pinwheel.
It was cool. I did it. We caught them, and then we started to get like to where I'd seen it when we get them in. We were doing catch and release, and the blood was all pouring out of their mouth, and I'm like, man, this isn't even cool. So we just started to catch the one to eat, and then stop doing it. So, and then the fishery kind of fell off. A bunch of killer whales showed up down there and started eating them, and it got not as good. And then I moved to Alaska, but I caught those fish. They're not that hard to catch. You gotta have heavy enough leader, and then like the right reel to hold enough of that 150-pound braid, and you can catch anything with that kind of stuff.
Man, I don't mean to interrupt y'all at all, because y'all talking real shit. But my phone wasn't lying when we had a high wind about it. My camper outside, bro.
What?
I'm here through the winter, boys.
Oh, no.
It's bad. I'm glad I come off the porch. It done blew my hat off. It done blew everything off my porch.
Thanks, Aaron.
In 5 minutes, y'all. That's crazy. But go ahead. I ain't lying.
You get blown away.
No, I'm in the house now. I just wish y'all could hear.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully you ain't got nothing outside that's gonna blow away.
Oh
wind?
no, I'll find in the field here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But that's awesome. I ain't lying. Y'all talk about the fish. What it? Yeah, I've had fish pop a hook, man. I know what y'all talking about. I ain't lying. I mean, y'all know what fish y'all talking about, but I can relate.
Yeah, it
I've
sucks
lost a big old crappie one time.
Yeah.
for salmon, and you're trolling along and you get a takedown, and you think it might be a salmon, a good one, and you're hooked into a damn shark and
Mm.
bite that
I
bastard.
never,
It'll either bite your leader, bite your rig off, or if you have
Oh
a
yeah.
salmon, come up and take your
The blue
salmon.
shark.
Yeah, they're bad. I hate it. One year,
Mm.
it was just
And they can't.
relentless.
And they don't taste good either.
I haven't tried them. I'm glad I haven't. Do I have? Sandy says, do you have a season to hunt sturgeon? Uh, yeah, we do actually. It's up to our fish and game. Uh, they'll set a limit. Like it's a very short season, and it's all up in the air every year too when they want to decide to open it. But if they do open it, it's maybe once or twice a year, and it's only maybe a day or two. And it's kind of a quota thing. It's real popular. If it does open, people are on it like flies on shit. I mean, hundreds. I mean, people come out of the woodworks for sturgeon. I mean, just like with salmon, they do too. But the sturgeon season, it's a quick little window, and you got to jump on it when it's hot. So they only allow X amount every year, and then they've got a slot limit on the
Isn't
size
halibut
that you.
fishing like that?
Yep, halibut same way. Yep, short window, and the shitty thing with the
Mm.
halibut, uh, the weather has everything to do with the halibut fishing. Whether or not you can get out to go get them. It's too nasty out in the ocean unless you got a real big boat.
Mm-hmm.
That limits a lot of the people being able to
copy.
get them because you got to go. You can go 50, 70, 100
Mm.
miles out in the ocean to go get them. Everybody can't do that with their little boats. You ain't got enough gas. You got to pack a bunch of extra gas tanks and tons of bait and ice, and it's a lot of work. For same thing with tuna. I mean, you some years the warm water currents come in pretty close, 30, 40, 50 miles offshore. Uh, it's all weather, and yeah.
Man, could you imagine 1,000 pound damn tuna, son?
uh,
Woo!
I don't know.
I know that'd be
Yeah.
like the biggest flathead ever, son. It'd take 2 hours to get that motherfucker in. Boy.
Yeah, our little albacores that we get, we're lucky to get like 40 pounders.
Yeah.
It happens, but your typical size fish are in the teens, smaller side, but they're good as fuck to eat. I
Hey, I
went,
like mine cooked. I don't do no sushi.
oh
Yeah.
dude,
I'd like
I did,
to get a boat big enough to come after them. Need a bigger boat.
yeah. One of my uncles, he used to run a charter out of Depot Bay and Yaquina Bay, and we went out with him a couple of times on some tuna trips, and
Mm-hmm.
we went like 60, 70 miles out, and we got into a mess of them. We were hand lining them. A buddy of mine brought his fly rod, and he was getting them on flies on top of the water. It was awesome. It didn't matter
Right.
what we went down. We did a bottom trip.
No way. I bet that'd be a fight.
Oh, dude, it was a blast. We got salmon. We got our rockfish, bass, and lingcod, and crabs. Took out the crab traps too, and got tuna as well.
Mm-hmm.
We Made a whole day out of it. It was a blast.
You talking about blue crab or the other one, snow crab?
Dungeness,
Yeah.
the good one.
Oh, well, hell, I think they're all
Dungeon
good. They're just aggravating to get into.
They are good, all of them, but
I like the blue crab better.
I like
Really,
that.
I ain't never had no blue crab, but
Mm.
I love some crab meat, boy. It's just so aggravating to get into. Unless you deal with it a bunch,
really?
you know how to crack it and pull it and all that stuff. Well, I don't get all that experience, but
Yeah, they are.
they are
fat.
good.
Yep.
That's about
Sandy's-
like them clams you saying you could get.
Well, dang, I'm gonna jump off here. I'll let you guys have at it.
Cool, man. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thanks,
Yep.
Sweden.
Have a good evening. Later, man.
I'm good, sir.
Check you later.
351 Cleveland just came in. What's up, dude?
Out of 351.
Sandy
But
said,
yeah, when you saying when you get sturgeon fish, man, and you got some, you could go out there and get some of them
clams.
mussels, or it's mussels to us, it's freshwater. But yeah, clams, hell, you ever,
Clams and oysters. Yeah.
yeah, do you ever do, just, yeah, I mean, do you ever do like, take them up by the bank and cook them and eat them or slurp them down or?
Right there on the bank. Damn right.
Oh, I think slurp. No, I gotta have mine smoked or cooked. No, I can't do the texture. But hey, that's cool, man. That's what I want to know. Do you ever get? Yeah, that's raw hide stuff. Yeah, yeah. All right.
The oysters, I'll get them right there because there's an oyster farm like right where I sturgeon fish, and it's well, it's a little ways up from where I fish, but I get the blowback. You know, they drift down onto the flat where I'm sturgeon fishing at, and you're not technically supposed to pick them up and have them, but
Hey, that's kind of like a grape at
I ain't
Walmart.
letting you back out there.
yeah,
How many people walk by a grape at Walmart and don't pick one out of
I'm serious.
it? Mm.
So yeah, I'm taking those the torches. You get like a little propane tank, and it's got the torch on top.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
take one of them and find them oysters, and I'll give them a quick
Oh,
look
just torch them up on spot, huh?
on the spot, and bam,
Bull.
bring
As
some
long
luck.
as if it ain't slurpy, I'll eat. As long as it's textured.
I'll do it
I
all, bro.
can't.
I don't care.
I'll eat them out of the can when they're smoked. But as long as they got a texture, I ain't slurping nothing. But I don't do no sushi neither, man. I can't do no. I got my fish good. I can't help it. I'm a texture freak, man.
We came in the dock from that tuna trip, and there was a bunch of like Asian or Oriental ladies that wanted to clean all of our fish. So we let them, and she was like, "Have you ever eaten it raw?" And I was like, "First time. I hadn't never had it raw like that." And she's like, "Here." She had a whole thing of crackers out and some cheese, and she's all slicing it hella thin and putting it on crackers. Here,
Oh, it sure would be had to have a hell of thin hell. I'd have hit with my big shit.
I loved it.
I
I ended up getting some of
don't know
mine.
if I could do it if I seen them cut it and it was raw.
Mhm.
I'd be a little more like one of them. You feed me deer meat, you don't know about it, you know what I mean? But I doubt it. I always smell everything before I eat. I doubt you can get past. But I mean, some people say it's good. I heard eel sauce is good. I don't know nothing about it.
I don't know. No,
You know what I mean? Oh,
I
but
don't
anyway, I'm just saying. Anyway,
know.
y'all know me. I'm meat taker.
We got lots of different kinds of shellfish
And
down there.
love shrimp or seafood.
Oh yeah, we
Other
got it.
than a slimy old mussel, though, unless I ain't lying, you're going to have to come in a can like that. It's got to be firm. I want to be able to pick it up with my fork. Let's go with that. Then
Really,
I'll eat it.
holes in your fork, you don't want it, huh?
No, I don't want sliding out of the shell, is what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
all I'm saying. If it don't slide out of the shell, I'll eat it. But no, we can't be having that.
Just bring a little bottle of some hot sauce and some lime juice. Shit, it's all
Man,
good.
I've heard that. Yeah, and just slurp it down fresh. I've heard that. No, I put my lime on my.
I don't care. I don't discriminate.
Hey, sometimes you need a salad that's fresh and just a little salt and lime on regular old lettuce. It's a refreshing touch.
Yep.
But anyway, I ain't lying. I've heard that. I ain't doing it. I ain't slurring no, sir. You can call me that P word. I don't care. I ain't doing
But
it. But if you let me cook it, I'll eat it. But
yeah, I like,
it's going to be.
on the barbecue. It's good like that too. Throw them on the barbecue and they pop open. Slap some shit in there and fucking eat them up.
What the hell was she talking?
Hmm?
Oh my God.
Go around. Wendy.
Ah, there you go, Tim. Hell yeah, cook it. I ain't lying. I don't do nothing wrong.
Why are you saying that? You don't fit in. Why are you saying that? That's kind of fuckered up.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Well, thanks for coming in anyway, Wendy. I ain't got no issues with you. You're welcome here, but
boy, I don't even know. It's
I don't know.
high tension week. The hell was she talking? It's a high tension week. What you said that? What is that?
I don't know.
That's a playback.
Got something going on there. I don't know.
Well, it ain't me. I'm on my Android.
Oh,
Got something going on there.
it got all weird for a minute.
Well, it ain't me. Oh. I don't see why it's funny. It got all weird for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a little bit of some background like echo. Something weird. I don't know.
See why it's funny.
Might be that crazy weather you got going.
It's got a little bit of some background like echo.
I can hear myself.
No, I know. I ain't said shit. What are you talking about? Might be that crazy weather you got.
What the hell?
I still see Glacier on my panel though.
I do too.
I can hear myself. I know. I ain't said shit. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, I hear myself. It
Sandy,
ain't funny. I still see Glacier on my panel.
to answer your question, I hike in the
You
winter.
said take down Glacier.
Let's see. Do I hike in the winter? Because I go.
To answer your question, I
Down into camp. It gets a little scary. There's a that I do a tree. So
somebody laugh.
here.
It gets a little
Who would that? Who would that?
Somebody laugh.
Somebody around.
He says somebody.
What the fuck?
What's going on?
Who that? Who I don't know. Somebody laugh.
He's still in here, aren't you? Nope, I didn't change rooms. I'm still in the same room.
Check it out. It just quit too.
Yeah, it did.
Somebody was laughing. You didn't hear that?
I could hear it. I think
All
Glacier.
right. Well, I ain't fucking drunk, son, and I'm gonna tell you what I heard.
I heard it too.
I'm good. I ain't fucking delirious. So we got witnesses, and y'all laugh if you want to. I swear to God.
He says this live is going crazy, man.
Yeah, don't be playing no fucking game.
It was going crazy for a minute there.
Well, I
Like,
heard somebody laugh that wasn't in here. How you gonna, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, that was weird. Let's see. Sandy, I don't know if you heard me or not with what I said because there was so much feedback and like echoing and shit. Yeah, I thought it was Glacier. Yeah, you had to cut the phone off. He
Well,
said
don't be freaking me out, man. I'm just saying.
that was kind of odd.
God, I don't do no bullshit.
I didn't change rooms or anything like that. No. Uh, okay, I didn't leave, but it was still on. Okay. Sandy says, yeah, I got to repeat. So yeah, technically, I guess I do hike in the winter. Doesn't matter if there's snow on the ground or not. I go steelhead fishing, and some of the places I go, even if there's snow on the ground, I'll still go, and it's up in the canyons and the mountains. Um, there's a few places where there's ropes tied to the trees at the top, and they just dangle down the trail and use those to get up and down. It's kind of scary.
You know that.
I've fallen and slipped and been like a toboggan laying on my backpack. I got a big old backpack on me and slip and fall on my ass and looking like a turtle on his back, sliding down the trail. It's pretty scary.
Damn, I be like Saul. The hills have eyes, son.
I've had some scary experiences with that shit, but I still do it. I'm
You
not
know,
scared.
Snugger.
I've seen him around. What's up, Snugster? How you doing? Yeah, sounds like you, Sandy. Tim says that was your laugh on a long echo. I don't know. How you getting along, Sandy? You feeling better now? Your ribs, you're a little bit more mobile. You fall over all the time. Yeah, I don't fall too many times unless it's in nasty weather, shitty ass mud and snow when I'm trying to climb up and down some of these banks to the river. Some of them are pretty far. Some of them are pretty far up and down.
Just laugh.
Yes. Word.
You hear me?
Yeah, ribs are tight, pushing through most of it because I hate being still. Yeah, I hear you. It sucks being stuck, limited to the shit that you want to do or can do. Uh-oh. Am I still on, Brandon?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, I'm texting somebody right now. Hang on.
Oh, I know I had to learn how to do that shit too, man. I'm still a rookie. What are you talking about? We like, oop, damn. Wrong button.
I thought it was the wrong button, but
I
it's
do it
wrong.
all the time, man. That shit happened.
I'll be right back. Hang on just a second.
Yours? Oh yeah, yeah. He's sideways for a reason. He's doing something. Hey,
All right.
I gotta do that too. I ain't lying. I can't. No, I ain't texting sideways. Flip your phone. I understand.
Back from cabin today. We'll see what I got. All right. This cabin you're talking about, where's that cabin at? How far is it from your place?
Who?
I'm talking to Sandy.
Oh, I said, damn. I sound like I am now. Damn it. I fit that lens. I knew I should have shut up. But I didn't know if you was. I had to say, I don't have no cabin. Lord, wish I did.
For real.
Log cabin.
I would love to have me a cabin, boy.
Horrible. Hmm. Anyway.
Um, hey guys, I got a text. I gotta go. I got something I gotta take care of real quick.
All right, man. Well, have a good one.
All right. Thanks. Appreciate it for coming up here. Awesome hanging out with me. Thanks everybody in chat for coming in. Appreciate it. If you guys came in late and didn't catch what my show was about, you can go back and rewatch it. I had some demonstrations on rigging up different setups for salmon and steelhead and sturgeon, tying different knots and whatnot. The rods I use, reels and line, tackle and stuff like that. So if you guys, feel free to go back and watch it if you want. Leave me a comment, if you'd like. If you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up, whatever. But I appreciate everybody for coming in. Probably do another live maybe next Saturday. So appreciate y'all for coming in. Hopefully we'll see you again next time. Have a good night, y'all.
Absolutely. Good night,
Thanks,
y'all.
thanks, Brandon.
Yes, sir.
You and Amanda have a good night.
You too, man.
Thanks, buddy. See you.
Yes, sir.